Hello. Okay, let me get to the live here. So I want to make sure we're live. I'm not going to do that thing where I talk, and then I realize that, or I end the stream early. There we go. Okay, let me just make sure that commercial. Let me make sure you can hear me. I'm not going to do that thing where I okay, you can. All right, so today, Donna Adelson, day 4. I will say that it's like even Georgia, the prosecutor, I think, is cutting things off. And it's weird because I guess you're between a rock and a hard place. As 4 of these trials have already played out, we have heard a lot of this stuff. And it's like, okay, I think we heard enough of that. Before, something used to play in its entirety. And then Georgia has a face that she's like me. Like, okay, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. If I'm exasperated, something, you're going to see it. Well, the defense today was like in just unbelievable form. Like everything that lawyers get a bad name for, like when they don't have facts on their side, they either argue technicalities or they just ask insane questions. And the lawyer today was questioning this special agent about this bump, and why is his name just, I have his face and I've seen him. Let me get his name, so I want to have his right name. They began the day with Chris Corbett, okay? And Chris Corbett, he looks like a neighbor of mine, so it was driving me nuts. But he was answering some questions more along the lines of just the things they found in their investigation. It wasn't, a lot of people in the chat were saying, this is the 3rd, 4th time I'm seeing this. It's losing interest for me. But the jurors are supposed to be not familiar with this. So it's just weird. But I had to go pick Luke up from work, and I was listening to this on the way there, right? This one part. I just couldn't believe it. He was saying Sanford, which is the special agent's name. See, it came, God, you didn't have to look it up. But he's like, wait a minute. You were traveling where? On the freeway? Does the freeway, how many lanes do they have on that freeway? Did you, from 2014 until now, did you access all the freeway records? Like, just no. So you don't know then how many lanes the freeway had then, do you? And he's like, it's 3 in some directions, 2 in other. Like, this lawyer kept saying, and I'm going to embellish a little bit, but this is really, ask anybody that listened to this. So it could have 3 lanes and it could have 2 lanes. Did you have to stop? You didn't have to get snacks? May I ask how old you are? Because I have a reason I'm asking this. Oh, you were 55 then. Not 60 or 70, you were 55. Okay. You didn't have to make any stops. You know what it's like when an old person drives? Now, that was like such a stereotype, okay? Because he's saying people 60 and 70, I know, or some of them are speed demons on the road, okay? Yeah. Some people drive real slow at 60 and 70. A lot of others are speed demons on the road. And so to say that, this is such a stereotype, he's like, Do you think Harvey Adelson would drive quick on the fast on the highway? It was the most insane line of questioning. It almost sounded like a joke, like they were doing it for a Saturday Night Live joke. Really, it was. I mean, it was just so ridiculous, such a time filler and all this. And then you'll see Georgia and she'll just be like, I'm just surprised the judge doesn't say something to her. Like, and the people in the chat go crazy. They're like, I love George's expressions. I feel the same way. She really doesn't hold back. But I'm just surprised the judge doesn't say anything like that. It could be influencing the jurors. And I don't know. But, just how they stopped Donna's emotions. She was really eye rolling with passion today. And, it was just that part of the trial was entertaining, funny, just like almost unbelievable. But so what happened? They talked a lot about the bump. The bump is the FBI sting operation that they ran and they did it because it had been 2 years since Deanne was murdered, and they were surveilling the Adelson family and Katie Magbanua, but they weren't getting them to be talking a lot. So they wanted to do something that would get them talking again. So what they did is this FBI agent. Oh, and the other really weird thing, the female defense attorney, the one that kind of looks like a younger Donna Adelson, and I don't mean younger real much, very much younger. I'm talking just a few years younger, like when she was out. She's talking to this agent, and she's asking him about Sigfrido Garcia and Luis Rivera. And when this agent says something about Luis Rivera, he says, Louis Rivera. Something like that, Louis Rivera. Not even that much. Like, he instead of calling him Luis, he called him Louis. But not even with that much of an accent, like Louis Rivera. And she goes, wow, that's an interesting accent. And then she says something like, now, where do you come from? Or are you Spanish? Something like that. And he says, I can speak Spanish fluently. Oh, well, that would explain that. You do that very well, but it wasn't complimentary. It wasn't. It was like really like uncalled. Like it was just weird. So the sting operations that they first had someone come in and they talked about how they tried to surveil Charlie and his dad, Harvey, and they were at a sushi bar. And the guy said, well, back then, we had some equipment, but it really wasn't that sophisticated that we thought. It was kind of like in a man purse. And he said when he walked into the sushi bar, he saw Charlie and his father, and he thought, oh, wow, there's an empty chair next to Harvey. I'm going to go sit there. And he sat there, and he said he immediately put the man bag on the counter, and he said they were on to him, and that was that. So that was a very quick witness. And then there was that, which again we've seen in multiple trials, that whole transcript. We've even listened to it in its entirety on this channel. The transcript between Katie Magbanua, Charlie Adelson, when they go to, is it La Dolce Vita? That restaurant, and there's surveillance on them. And so they're talking about things, right? You know that. So they went over that, and then they discussed, the bump itself. And it's so weird. The female attorney goes, you know, what did you look like to be a gang? You were supposed to be a gang member? What does that mean? What is that supposed to look like? Did you want to scare Donna Adelson? And he's like, no, I didn't want to. Do you know that you scared her? Like, they ended up like, scared her? Did she care that she had Dan Markel murdered? I mean, scare her. So, anyway, then Georgia clarified something. She's like, did you try to scare Donna Adelson? No. He said it would be very dangerous to scare someone. He goes, we don't know if they're carrying or something. It would put us in danger. We wouldn't scare someone like that. What if she, tried to defend herself? So if you're not familiar with this case, or you didn't see today, and you're not familiar with the other trials, where the bump was this sting operation to get them talking again about the murders. So they had a flyer, and this flyer was about Dan Markel's death. And then Sigfrido Garcia and Luis Rivera, they're Tato and Tutu. And I believe it's Sigfrido, that's Tatu, and Luis Rivera, that's Tutu. it's oh my gosh, I can't. So the guy says, hey, we helped you, my brother, I think it's the brother or his cousin, he said, Luis, helped you with your problem up north. Now, again, he's giving her the flyer, meaning Dan Markel. And he said, you're taking care of Katie and Tatu, whichever one he is, okay? You're taking care of them. But my brother, Tutu, is not getting anything. That's not right, because Tutu helped you with your problem up north. So, need something. So she immediately goes inside and calls Charlie and tries not to tell him, but it gets to the point that they're talking about, is it the IRS? Is it this? Is it that? Maybe you should go to the police. And then there's that famous line where she says, well, this TV is about $5,000. And then he agrees to meet her the next day. He calls Katie to find out what's going on. But they didn't even really mention Katie, except that he said that, Katie is being taken care of. Anyway, she plans to question about this bump thing and Sanford for hours tomorrow, she has told, the prosecutor has told the judge. Because they ended, she said, this is probably a good time to end because I need hours with him. So she's going to go over stuff for hours tomorrow. And it can be a little tedious and redundant for those of us that have seen the trial. I mean, I think a lot of us are really wanting to see Charlie Adelson get on the stand. I think that's probably one of the highlights, and Donna. But we're not there yet. Day 4, so day 5 is going to be with Sanford most of the day. But we don't know who could be on afterwards, or maybe they'll get done quicker than we think. I don't know. We'll see. And I should be looking at you guys in the chat, and my chat went off. So I'm sorry about that. Let me see here. Okay, let's see if... I don't like it when the prosecutors or the defense attorneys are unnecessarily adversarial about everything. Hi, little lady. Did you see little lady somewhere earlier? Where did you see little lady earlier? Where were you earlier with little lady? You're not that familiar with this case? Okay. Let's go to Shirilla now. Now, last night we were looking at some of the texts, and there were a lot of them, between Mackenzie Shirilla and Dominic's mother. I'm going to try to see if I can remember where we were. Oh, I can see, because I have it right here. I believe we were here. Okay. And remember, she said she was keeping her dangling by sending some pictures. Now, there is Dominic's mother. Here's Dominic. Here she is, Shirilla. Good job. I like that, says the mother. And then here's a crepe myrtle pack she's showing. And then the mother says, I hung the bracelet on my rearview mirror. She says, I want to find something with maroon flowers, and I don't do much during the day, so if you ever want another bracelet, I can make you anything. Then she sends a picture of herself and Christine. Christine says, we look cute. She says, I know, right? I'ma send you Dom videos when I get them together. This is August 31st, a month after the crash that killed her son. Okay, babe, next time I'm downtown, I'll develop that prom roll. She says, I was just about to text you. They're going to plant 2 trees at the memorial. They said I could pick you. They said I could pick you, should help me pick. The mom says, of course, how do we pick? Mackenzie says, we just get a text her. My mom has the number, but I don't know any good trees. There's one that blooms as a cross. Christine says, who's doing it? Mackenzie says, Kim Smith. She was there this morning, she says. Christine says, who does she work for? Mackenzie says, that building. I don't know what it's for. I feel so bad. Christine says, oh, so do I. Then she says, I'm going to try to figure out a tree that gives Dom energy. The mother says, 2 pics only? Most people have 1. Do you have one of Davion? And Mackenzie says, yes, that's what everybody has been saying. I love that you did the 2 pictures because you got both of his personalities pretty perfect. I hate how they made Davion's picture so small. I will send you a picture of my setup with all the pictures I have. And she sends that. Then Mackenzie says to her, this is September 1st, how are you today? And the mother says, better than yesterday. And then you could see she sends a video. 3 years ago today, she says. Then another one. Dominic's mother says, I have more of the church books too, so you can put one in your book. She says, please, I'm going to keep making the book for Dom because I know he would want me to keep doing the scrapbook. I literally have so many pictures of us, I could fill up a ton of those pages. The mother says, that's awesome, and what needs to be done. And then she sends the mother 10 photos. That was the video 3 years ago today. Dom's mother says, I can't live without him. Mackenzie says, I feel the same way. He was just everything. The only thing keeping me going is he would want us to be happy and alive. He always told me that. September 3rd. Hey, Miss Russo, if you're ever alone during the day and you just want some company, you can always text me or call me, or I can come over. How are you feeling today? She says, up and down. How about you? Are you trying to walk or not yet? Mackenzie says, I'm not allowed to put any pressure on my one leg. Apparently, I shattered that bone, so if I put pressure on it, my whole bone will shatter. She says, okay, let me know what you need from me. And Mackenzie says, all I need is I want to come and see you and go to Dom's house, but take your time and let that happen whenever you're ready. Let me know if you need anything from me, because I feel really bad for you and I'm always here. And Christine says, I feel really bad for all of us. Our lives will never be the same and forever altered. I really don't know if we will ever recover from this. And Mackenzie says, life is going to be effed up. He was just somebody that did something for all of us and protected us. Oh, and made us feel loved and protected us in a special way. He had a really certain soul that was like no other. I never met anyone that was like him, and he grew so much in our relationship. It just hurts. He was a mama's boy. He would literally be there for you no matter what. Mother starts crying face. Love you, Miss Russo. I'm always here for you. I'll try to do everything he did for you. It's like she's trying to intentionally hurt the mother because she gets some kind of thrill out of it, it seems. Love you too. I'm so glad there's videos to hear his voice. I miss him so much. I truly have a broken heart. Mackenzie says, I have a ton of videos with his voice. That's one of the only things that was helping me to being able to hear his laugh and voice. It's just the most effed up thing to ever happen. There's so many people, other people that deserve this. It should have never been him. Our relationship was getting so real. Like I feel like we were going to get married soon, and shit, it's just so effed. And then she puts another video. And then the mother says, terrible, but I feel the same way. Why him? Mackenzie says, yeah, he was way too perfect. I could think of a million people it should have been. I don't even care if it's terrible. I would have done anything for him. And she sends another. That's a question that we'll never be able to answer, and that's going to F me up. She sends another picture of them. Do you want me to print pictures? I've been doing it from the app on my phone, and they're done in an hour. She says, the pictures from prom? She said, no, those have to go to the film place. I have a Bluetooth picture printer that prints them right out, but I appreciate it. I should have the ones that my dad took soon from the prom. My mom just sent me this. I remember those outfits. Dom hated them, LOL. She says he picked them out because there was Will Ferrell on it. I don't even know why they chose to put him on it, LMFAO. She says, this one, it's like a pamphlet. And then Christine says, I'll have to ask the girl that did that for it. I'll do it now. I have more pamphlets. OMG, good. I just want doubles of everything so I can put some in my scrapbook. Thank you. On it, I know what is very Christmas. I don't know what is very Christmas about Will Ferrell. The mother says, I know there was one from the year before too. You guys wore. It's cute. Mackenzie says, I think the year before I just wore matching pants. I'll try to find a picture. A holiday is going to be so hard this year. And I know you said you have more of the pictures of home from the funeral. Can I have like extras of every single picture or prayer card? Or I just need extras because I bring that one with me everywhere. What? The ones on the boards? No, like the prayer cards, she says. The mother says, okay, there's just 2 pics on the prayer cards. You want hard photos of those and what else? Or just more prayer cards? She says, yes. And do you have the big one too? The mother says, what big one? She says, I think it's from his wake maybe. There are 2 small ones and then a big one. The big one is the picture from homecoming of him. Christine says, was it in a frame? And then she puts that picture right there. And she says, I love you, Miss Russo. I'm always here for you. Do you know how dumb is he would want you to be happy? I know it's hard, but that's the only thing that helps me because I know he would want us to be happy. She says, so I don't know how I got the picture. Glad we have it. She says, I'm going to send you some more pictures, and she sends her 17 photos. That's from this picture. I miss him. Me too, so much. It just gets harder every day. I love you, Miss Russo, and always know I'm here for you. Do you know how, I think she means Dom is, but she came out dumb, is he would want you to be happy. That's out of order because that should have been with the other one, but the way they have it numbered, it's out of order. I love him so much, his mother says. You guys made a perfect baby. He was truly so perfect. Then she asked the mother, how did you sleep? She says, I really don't sleep. I'm up and down all night. How about you? I don't know what she's showing her. Look at the photos, how they came or something. She has crying faces, says, I love those pictures of him. I got no sleep. I slept for like an hour and then I kept having weird dreams. I don't know. I hate it. This is September 4th. This is like, guys, not even 5 weeks from the crash. Morning and bedtime are the worst for me as well as driving. She says, it's just random times for me. I can't imagine driving when I'm in the passenger. I get so scared. When's your birthday again? The mother says November 4th. She says, I'm going to get you what Dom used to get you. Me and Dom making pasta. What do you mean? We made homemade pasta from scratch, she said. Do you want me to bring you back food when I go to me and Dom's favorite restaurant today? I can just leave it at the front door so you don't have to see me. She says, I don't feel that way. I'm really sick today, though. I don't know what's wrong. She says, what are your symptoms? I can get you some tea. Ginger tea helps. Then he says, hey, Kenzie, it's Chris. My phone is lost. It has been for a while if you text me. Then she says, yeah, your dad told me, LOL. He says, okay, let's play a prank on someone. She says, I don't think that's a good idea. So Chris was the other brother, right, that you saw on that video now. What number is this? Where's my numbers? Okay. I don't think that's a good idea right now. Everybody's hurting. This is September 5th. She shows this. I'm going to get this as a tattoo cover-up. As a tattoo cover-up. Why, what was there? What does she mean cover-up? When is this going to happen? Christine says within the next 5 years. Okay, we need to build like a boat. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what they're talking about. The Bavarian Illuminati will make their move. No ark is code, so is flood. Okay, now they're talking about something Illuminati stuff. Okay, I'm not even going to get into that. That's cool. She said, Dom hated tattoos, but I want something for him. Yeah, it's still something, by the way. Then she said, oh, maybe this is Chris. Tell your mom I texted her when she got her phone. Please take care of her. I will, Kenzie. We need to build an ark. Oh, this is Chris talking to her. What's that? He says it's going to flood. She says, Ohio. He says the whole world. Ark is code. So is flood. How? HK. LOL. Hi. Woos. JK. Seriously, though, everyone knows. She says, well, I never got COVID. Me and Dom didn't know. Is that why they keep releasing viruses? He says, yeah, and yeah, I don't know. We knew back when Dom was alive. He got off easy. We're going to have to fight for the rights of our species. She says, this is effed. I don't know, they have this backwards again. They put that in the same place. We should probably talk to your family about it and get ready for some civil disobedience the next lockdown. Like what, she says, like refusing to go outside, then they will send in the UN. It's really sad, makes me want to cry for real. This is the brother talking. Oh, no, I hate the world again. What's up? The United Nations, they'll restart locate. Okay, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. InfoWars, oh boy. Alex Jones, oh boy. She says, I'll watch it. Then she says, this is my site. Hey, that's cool. My dad's going to put in all the pictures, she says. Those are her prom pictures, I guess, that she was waiting for. She says, WTF? Hell no, like the Holocaust? He says, yeah, something even worse. It's all on InfoWars. Oh, boy. She says, well, what do we do? He says, we need to get ready, blah, blah, the economy, everything's collapsing, da, 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 da. Okay, I'm not going to get into all this conspiracy stuff. I guess, da, 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 da. Okay, WTS, that has nothing to do with the crash. How can I have mine, but they have this? Do you know when you would get it back? I'll call and find out. Yeah, that's effed up what they're doing. I hate the police. Do you think I'll be able to come to the house, Dom's house, anytime soon? I'm sorry if that's annoying. Hey, Kenzie, it's Toph again. Can you please ask if I can go to Dom's, please? Okay, awesome. Him squinting his eyes because he couldn't see the sun was so bright. Is Mrs. Russo back? Did you ever find his phone? What did you guys take when you left? I don't know what he all took. I got nothing. So the cops have his phone? Yeah, I'll ask. Thank you. Can I at least know why I can't come in his house, please? This is September 6th. This is just about 5 weeks after the crash. We haven't let no one in there. I understand that, but I have things in there. And I just want to sit on the couch or his bed. I won't mess anything up. I was there every day. I slept there. I just need to go in. It's driving me crazy. And I'm sorry if this is hard or annoying, but it's hard for me to not be able to go to the place I stayed at for months. Even Frank can watch me while I'm there. It doesn't have to be today, but can it please be soon? Did you pick a tree yet? No. I don't know if I want a weeping willow or a tree that turns red in the fall, so it's red for his birthday. Do you have something in mind? She says, what tree turns red in the fall? She says, I'm not sure yet. I'm still looking. Then she says, F, I missed your call. I had a headache. Are you okay? She says, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Do you need anything? I wish I answered. I'm sorry. The mother says, it's okay. Just wanted to cry with someone. She says, I will leave my ringer on at night from now on. If you ever need somebody, I'm always here. I'm sorry I couldn't answer last night. I get sick at night. Do you think you guys are ever going to let me be part of the family again? It hurts seeing all you guys get to be together, and I just have to be here alone. I wish I could grieve with you guys. She said, then I'm going to have to watch from social media, and I just want to be part of it for him because he would want all of us together. I'm sorry if this is hurting you or annoying you, but it's hurting me too. I'm sorry. She says, I'm sorry also. I don't like the way things are. Either it hurts me to see you so sad. Also, we had so much fun together. I don't want you to be alone either. It's so horrible. She says, I'm going to be there for you as much as you want me to be. I don't know if you're ready yet, but I'm going to go to the zoo tomorrow. You're welcome to come. That was the last place I went with him. I was supposed to go on the 31st, but it was raining. It's going to be so sad, but I would love for you to come. I was explaining to you while it's difficult for things to be normal, as they never will be, it still never answers what happened that night. She says, I wish I could remember just as much as you want to know why. It kills me not being able to remember, because if I could help, I would. I wasn't asking for life to be normal. It's never going to be the same for me either. I just want to be able to grieve with everybody and be with everybody. It would make this a lot easier. It does hurt me seeing everybody go to dinner and go to the grave, and I get to see a picture, and I get to see because of a picture on Instagram. I know you guys are hurting, but I'm hurting just as bad, and it hurts even more going through this alone. He was my other half, and when he died, he took half of my soul. I just wish everybody didn't blame me. Nobody understands that if I knew any of this was happening, I would have sacrificed. Hold on. Myself. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm asking for family. The mother says, believe me, it doesn't make any of this easier. I wished none of these circumstances existed. I hate that things are this way. I don't want you hurting anymore, and you have all your injuries too to deal with. Then she says, I don't care about any of my injuries. I only care about Dom and the family. The feeling of you guys hating me and not being able to grieve with you and just not having Dom with me is worse than all of my injuries combined. I literally have a black hole in my soul. I hope you guys can let me come just be part of the family again soon. I was just thinking about his birthday, and you guys are probably all going to go do something, and then I'm going to have to go watch from social media, and it's not like that. It's not you. This has been nothing but heartbreaking. I would do anything to have you both with me like before, but you have to understand how one feels about this. Your driving killed my son, their brother, and their best friend. No one has any answers about why this accident occurred and why you drove directly into a building, which resulted in 2 young men dying. It was not an ordinary car accident. If it was, we would not be having this conversation. I didn't know you felt that way. I hope you would know I would never do this on purpose. I needed him more than anybody on this earth. He was my everything. I was explaining to you why it's... Is that the only one? I can't barely see them. I can see the birds, though. Very cool. My friend's son is getting married at the zoo in October. Yep, it's the only one. I wish I took more. I should have. Me and Dom love the zoo. Me too. Love the zoo. Chris, need any phone for Wi-Fi? Text you later. Just let me know if you want to come tomorrow. We can get you, or if you just literally need anything, just text me. I'm always in bed. You and me both. How was the zoo? I ordered stones for Jim, and the wiener dog still have to do Nico's. You like them? You mean you went to the zoo on Mother's Day? No, the 30th. We went to the zoo on Mother's Day, and then we also went to the zoo on the 30th. We went and fed the birds. I have a video, and it's the last video I have of Davion and Dom. OMG, I need to see that. Yes, that's so sad. I will send it to you. The birds land on you. Some reason that day the birds were all over them and not me. I didn't end up going. I didn't want to go with just my mom. Oh, I can't wait to see them. I keep seeing old videos and pics of them, and I miss them so much. And the mother says, yeah, I hear ya. I can't do anything that Dom loved. I feel too guilty. I can't pull up the previews. I'll have to show you when they come in. She says, doing the things we did together makes me feel somewhat better. I usually can tell he's with me, like I feel him. I don't know. I always bring a picture of us. She says, I have a laminator that I never used. I'll figure it out, and I can do that with the picture, whatever you want, so it doesn't. His first pedicure was 1 year ago today. Wow. F that teacher at Polaris. Yeah, I hate her. She killed my dreams. What are you doing for Dom's birthday? It's in 12 days. She says, sorry I didn't text sooner. Didn't have a great day yesterday. I really don't want to think about it. It's too hard. She says, this is just so sad. You don't have to think about it if you don't want to. Whatever he wants so doesn't get ruined. I want to bring the pictures from the funeral, but I get scared, so if you want, you can laminate them. I would love that. Which ones? The one of him smiling. How are you? Some reason I'm having a hard day. Me too. Prayer card? Yes, please. Did you ever get the phone from the police? I'm going to keep bugging Dad to put those on because I need them, and I know you need them too. I'll have to see what you sent me works. It says the photographer is Kim, but there is photos that come up. I know. My dad just didn't edit the text yet. On the website, it's his pics. She says, is that why it says Kim, LOL? She says, yeah, I was annoying him about it. So we just put the pics in. I didn't do anything to the website. The text is just random stuff. Too funny. I love it. Oh, could you try again? No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay. I know I'm miserable. I can't imagine what you're feeling like, especially because your whole world has been ripped apart. How's your leg doing? Yeah. He's just the last person this should have happened to, and the only person I needed with me. My leg I broke hurts, and it has really been bothering me, and the other leg I can stand up on now, so I can start physical therapy. How is Tom and Smokey? I miss them. They miss you too. Your job was the treats. Glad you're starting therapy. Is there anything I can do for you? Please let me know. Thank you for caring about me. It really means a lot. Speaking of therapy, are you going to be doing any sort of therapy? And because I would like to do actual therapy now too, and maybe that could help you too. You're doing physical therapy, right? I forgot about that dang prom film. Let's see. Both now physical, and I started actual therapy too. It's okay. You have a lot on your mind. Did you ever look at the website for the ones my dad took? Oh, I didn't know. I'll check. What about your uncle's pics? Do you need me to send it again? Let me ask my mom because I need those. So my dad has them. He just needs to download them and put them on the website. I seen the ones and I'll have to go to it again. Hey, try to find the bees video. I will when I wake up a little more, and I will take a tree. What do you mean? And all the people I met at the cemetery praying for you too. Found it, and I will take one of the baby pine trees from Dom's. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, got you. I love them. I'll get Hench to dig one out, and I'll bring it over. I can teach your mom to make the cream chicken too if you want it. If you want. I would love for you to teach her. Will the tree survive the winter? Thank you. Let me check with Hench. Okay. It went well. Same shite as usual. I got a pack of wife beaters so I can wear outfits Dom did. Cute. Are you going to go today? Are you doing good today? Hey, Kenzie, it's Toph. My phone is lost. I know. I can't believe you lost it in the water. Are you going to get a new one? He said, I just found it. No, I got a new one. How did you find it? And it says, the picture is gone. You up? I just woke up. How are you? So she's looking at the butterfly, I guess. OMG, is that just at the house? Yep, I said, hi, Dom, and he hung around. Beautiful butterfly. I feel like he would pick those colors too. Just seen you pull in. How are you today? We're home? Yes, I was on the way home from a doctor's appointment. How did it go? It went well. Same shite as usual. I just woke up. How are you? What picture is gone? Homecoming. The one from the grave? Is the one of him and Abby still there? Yeah, but it's not in good shape. It has to be someone that knows Abby then, because why would they leave hers and take mine? I wish people would tell people to stop effing with stuff I leave at the grave, because this shite breaks my heart. Mother says it's very weird. In 2 days that it happened. It could have blown away. Hers was on the ground.
I didn't get that. Can you try again?
Stop it, Siri. I'm not talking to you.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't worry about it. You'll never get it. It's over your head, dear. What are you guys doing for his birthday? I don't know, the mother says. Would you want to do a birthday dinner lunch with the Russos, or are you guys doing your own thing? What do you mean? Like with Frank and all them? Or are you guys going to do something just you and his friends? Just found this pic. So cute. I really appreciate what you send me. Anyway, let me know what I can do besides the laminated prayer card. I'm getting on it. Take your time. You have a lot going on. Just let me know if you're doing anything for dinner, because I want to do something with you for his birthday too. Morning. Hey, Miss Russo. How are you? Same as usual. Same here. Is there anything I can do for you? I'm just trying to think that it blew away so I don't cry, I guess. Her stick broke when I tried to put it back in, so probably. I don't get why people don't understand that me and Dom were in love, and she wouldn't want people to be doing this to me. I think she means he. Thanks for letting me know, though. I guess I'll make another one and put it there since people want to be effing D's. I'm going to put the big one there. It's 4 pics, and there's one of me, you, and Dom on it. If you didn't already, go to the grave. Let me know when you go if you want company there. She says, I went this morning. That's what I told you. Okay. Okay. There's nothing any of us can do. Have you been to the grave yet? Yes, twice. Why? I was going to ask if you wanted to go there with me. Sorry, I was sleeping. I'm going to go on my way home today. I can let you know what we're going to do when it gets cold. I was freezing yesterday. Oh, she says, I don't know what we're going to do when it gets cold. I was freezing yesterday. September 22nd. I would love to meet you there. Today, I'm just going to start bringing a blanket. I can bring one for you if you want. It says Bun Bun hopping in heaven. This came today. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. It is, isn't it? I'm surprised it's so nice. I love the little heart with the halo. This is that's a duplicate. Okay, I'll give you a heads up. An hour ahead of time, I'm going to make it. I'm heading out to the office, then should be out of there by 5. Does that work? Yeah, I'm free whenever. I don't do anything all day. Should I be there at 5? Yeah, I'm really going to try to hustle because I'm afraid it's going to rain. Okay, perfect. I hope it doesn't rain. I'm going to head there now, but you don't need to rush. I'm hoping the other ones come soon too. I thought you only got them for Nico and Jim. How many more did you get? The wiener dog and the rabbit. They were all in a line. I have to do Nico's ASAP. I can't wait to see them all. I don't want to bother you guys, and I feel bad for asking if you guys are doing something for Dom's birthday and you don't want me to come. Are you going to go to the grave and maybe we can meet there or something? I'm sorry. I'm going to make some shirts for Dom's birthday. Do you know what size wife beater you are? I've been wanting to see it at night, so I think I'm going to wait for it to get dark. Maybe I'm there still. It's literally freezing right now, though. The stuff should be starting to light. Already starting to light. Yes, I can do that. Did you want to go to breakfast, or we could go to that place that me and Dom always went to, but it opens at 5, and I don't know if you're going to be busy by then, but I'm going to go do whatever you want tomorrow. I just want to be with the family. It's starting to light up now. Nice. I can't do 5, only in the morning. Okay, cool. And I made you a shirt. You're going to love it. I'm awake. Just let me know. I'm leaving by 9. Didn't sleep, so laying down for half an hour. Feel the same way. I was up all night. Just let me know when you leave and I will meet you there. I thought I was picking you up. We have to go to the store. Oh yeah, you can pick me up. I will be ready. Sorry, I forgot. I'm getting ready now. Dropping off sauce on Pinewood and be leaving now. Oh, what size wife beater? Small. Okay, perfect. Have you been to the grave yet? I'm here right now. I will stay here and wait. If you're not, I'll probably head out soon. Sorry, I just got your text. I went early because it's so cold. Sorry, I missed you. How early did you get up? Wow, is it really that cold in September? I wake up like 7. I don't really sleep anymore.
There's no alarm ringing here.
I'm not talking about you. Siri, will you be quiet? And she sends her 10 photos. And I know we were talking earlier about going to his house on our anniversary, but is there any way we could like sneak myself in there so Angelo doesn't know I'm in there? And I went to the medium. This guy is good. I can tell you next time I see you, you can call me whenever. That's a good one. There's a lot of people at the grave. Are you there? No, I am not. How do you know? I drove past. Hope you had better day. Days suck, but I had a great morning with you. That angel.
That's not nice.
What's not nice, Siri? Stop it. That angel didn't light like I told Frank, so I gotta move it. Then she says, I feel like Dom loved what we did for him, and I had a great time too with you too. That's effed up that it didn't light up. I thought for sure it was going to. I know, because the sun wasn't hitting it. I knew it because the sun wasn't hitting it. Did you move it yet? And me and Dom's 4-year anniversary is coming up next month. No, it was too dark last night. I need to go see what it looks like really dark. It's probably beautiful. Do you think on November 14th I could go to Dom's house and just spend the day there? It's our anniversary. That's our anniversary, and that would really mean the world to me. I'm trying to give you time, but it would really help me get through the day. The kids will never allow it. What kids are you talking about? His friends aren't going to allow me to go into his house? She says Angela would not. And then she says, then there's okay, perfect. She sends a video, and he looks so cute. I miss Jim. He was the best. Just found this. I wished he talked. I have this one. It's not that long. He's talking about speaking Italian. I was going to text and ask how it went. She says it was crazy. What did he say? It's easier to call you about it or tell you in person because it's a lot. It was only 15 minutes and he told me so much. I was driving and I saw there's stuff going on at Dom's house with a tent. I'm not sure if anyone is moving anything out or what's going on. I'm worried. People are going to move things around or take my stuff out of the house. She says, there's a lot of goose shite now. I'll check it out. I seen you put the lights there. I'm going to have to go look at night and see how it looks. I have no idea. I didn't put them all in. Oh, it looks nice. Crazy how different Dom's house looks without the siding. I know. I feel bad. I wish I had it started sooner. He gets it. Don't feel bad. I didn't take the balloons. They're all almost done. Oh no, do you have the purple one? Have you been to the grave yet? I might go in a second today. Not yet. I was too cold this morning. My friend is coming to get me to take me now, but I think it's raining right now. This sucks. Yeah, I hate the rain. I only hate it because I can't go to his grave if it's raining. Yeah, I know. I really don't hate it generally unless it's going to wreck my hair. Felt that I'm at the grave and the birthday balloons deflated except the basketball. I thought they might. I just left them because I didn't know if I should take them or not, but the grave looks okay to me. There's a lot of goose shite now. I don't remember if there were there. We could check today. The white flower light was knocked over. She says maybe it was the wind. I hope it was just the wind. And then she sends another video. I found this too. I literally cannot with this video. It's a year ago today. September 29th. So this is almost 2 months since the crash. Oh, shite. I can't look at it yet. It's his voice. I didn't know I had it. It's really sad, but it's also kind of happy. I don't know. Try to find more. That was so short. I'm trying. I'm just glad I have some videos of his voice, even if it's small. How are you, Mrs. Russo? I'm having a really bad night. Me too. Bad day. What is that about? One year to go today. He's so beautiful. I miss him. Me too, so much. How are you today? Sick. Maybe one of these days when you're up for it, I could take you to the restaurant that me and Dom would eat at sometimes. That would be tough. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to. Let's wait. It's really soon right now. Do all of Dom's friends hate me now, like Blair? You're going to have to ask them. I don't have anyone's phone number. I also don't want to bug them if they hate me, but none of them said anything to me, so I think they do. That's why I was just asking you so you could tell me. And sorry if I'm bugging you. I'm overthinking because I've just seen a birthday post of all of you guys at Dom's dinner, and it just made me sad, but you all look so happy. I wish everyone didn't hate me. I don't know. No one says anything. You were at the party, though. I'm talking about the friend dinner. Same night. That is so rude, someone said. I can't really see what it says. It doesn't look like Jared. Who is Levi? I didn't even notice that today. Yeah, because it is today. His trap name. Levi is Jared's friend, not even Dom's. I'm so mad. Oh, I had no idea. I fuss with that grave every day and still miss stuff. Petey. Aw, the little dog. I love it. How are you today? I'm all right. Christopher isn't doing good, so I can worry about him and not dwell on Dom all day long. What's happening with Toph? Oh no. I think he's just losing his shite finally. I'm going to take him to the ER. Oh no, that makes me so sad. It's okay. He's used to it. He will be able to relax there. Did he stop taking his meds? I hope he's going to be okay. That makes me so sad. Yes, he did stop taking meds. Oh, I hope we're here waiting. I'll keep you posted. I know we're here waiting. I'll keep you posted. I hope everything ends up okay. Someone took the picture I put there. Which one? The Zodiac one blew down. I put it in there by the other one, by the animals. I didn't notice anything gone today. Never mind, somebody moved it to the back. I just moved it back to the front. I effing hate people acting like I'm not allowed to grieve. I don't think anyone did it. I could have blown to the ground yesterday, but it was moved days before. I thought you did it. I don't know if it was moved to the back. I think someone's doing it to hurt me, and it works. Make sure it's in good. It probably blew and somebody just stuck it in anywhere. I can redo them better with holders if you want. The holder isn't the problem. It's the people that are coming here and taking everything. It really good before, and now it's an even better. Okay, because it could be the deer. I had to move the flowers so they didn't step on Dom. Yeah, I just moved a ton of dead flowers. Jared signed the basketball that you guys put here, too, right in the front. I don't know why they think they can just do that. Just wow. I added some stuff. Love it. Did you grab the purple balloon? And I'll add some more lights to the front. That angel is not lighting. What happened? What friend? Are you still there? He followed us to the gas station. My dad came. Where is the cookie place at? It's called Crumble Cookies, and then he followed us all the way to a gas station and assaulting my friend. Where is it at? How did he assault her? When she got in the car, he slammed the car door on her and was recording me saying, 2 counts of manslaughter. Which friend? Did she get hurt? He's just been harassing me ever since this all happened. Hold on, let me, here we go. I was going to close some if they're not going to. The angel's not lighting. I have to figure it out where to move it. I did grab it. It was lighting too. Okay, good. I didn't want to move it. It was pretty small. I think we could blow it up again though. It looked nice, but it needs more lights. It was so shrunk, LOL. The light still works though. Hopefully there's a way to turn the light off. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even think it would work. Husney just assaulted my friend when we were at Crumble Cookies and then followed our car to the gas station to follow us to see where we go. And I'm so scared. Don't forget to laminate more. I can remind you again if you want. Did it. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me those. They're awesome, aren't they? I bought the laminator for Dom. He never used that. Kind of ironic. I'm only using it because of him. I'm so obsessed now. I can actually feel comfortable going out to eat and bringing them with me. And I can put the other ones in my scrapbook. He's just been harassing me ever since this all happened, from the candle lighting to now. And when I was at the grave, the bat situation happened. I just don't know if she's hurt, but he was slamming the door on her. I'm not with her anymore. She ran. Where's her car? She doesn't drive. Oh, you said she got in the car. I don't know. Where's the cookie place at? Calissa was driving. It's kind of by Costco, and then he followed us all the way, and then this gas station. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to go get a restraining order. I don't know her. I know, I'm just telling you what's happening right now. Did you find your other friend? Who was that? I don't know where she went to. She just ran. What was that store that you were going to? The beauty store where you got the earrings? Let me look. I think it's called First Class. Hold on. Yeah, it's first cat last beauty supply. Let me know if you've seen anything cute.
I'm not sure I understand.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Stop it. I wasn't going. I asked my client if she went there. Then she has solar light. That's up there. Okay. This is October 5th. No, I can give you one for the scrapbook. I was going to put ones that I had beginning in my scrapbook, but if you want the extras, I will take them. Sorry I missed your call. Are you okay? Yeah, I just wanted you to know I was thinking of you. I'm just having a bad moment. If you want company, I'm always here. I love you, Miss Russo. Love you too. And she puts another picture. Love it. Did you drive by the cemetery just now? Nope, I'm not even in Strongsville. It's so cold today. Are you okay? Yep. We're just scared. Seems some cats. I don't know. Oh, how effing cute, right? I found Blair's Instagram and he blocked me. If you don't hate me, I don't understand why they all hate me. I don't know how to do Instagram. I know I could help you if you want, but I was just telling you I don't understand why they hate me if you don't hate me. I just don't get why everybody has to hate me. It just makes me... I'm really stressed out about people moving my things or making it look different than it was when Dom lived there. My top priority is just to be able to go inside that house and just be there for the day. It hurts that everybody but me is allowed in that house. It already hurts seeing all of his friends there at night, spending time with you, but it hurts even worse seeing I'm the only one not allowed in his house that I spent the most time in. Nothing's being touched. We don't know that for sure. I need to get in there for multiple things that I have in there. I don't know why I'm not being trusted to be in the house. I spent 90% of my time and slept at every night. I just don't get why everybody has to hate me. It just makes me hate myself even more. I wish everybody would just not hate me. I don't know any of it. You're letting people in his house now? No, I'm not. I seen 2 people in his studio when I was driving home last night. The light was on and I seen 2 people. I'll find out. I'm really stressed out about people moving my things and making it look different than than it was when Dom lived there. I really can't tell if you hate me or not. I feel like if you didn't hate me, you wouldn't let me come over there or be there for you. Or you would tell everybody that they shouldn't hate me. But I feel like you just don't like me. And I wish you would just tell me so I could stop bugging you. This is all emotional. I can't tell anyone to do anything. I don't hate you. Gosh, I'm having a tough time with just not having my son. You can't tell them to, but you could tell them that you don't hate me. And it's hard for me, too. I'm also having a tough time. He was the love of my life, and I spent the last 4 years every day with him pretty much. I just don't understand why I'm the only one not allowed in his house. I know he wouldn't want this. I didn't just lose Dom. Lost my... whole other family, and that's you guys. No one has gone in but me or Ange, and just to fix things. My family will never be the same. I lost a part of my heart. I'm sorry that people aren't receptive to you, but those boys died at your hands. You have to understand that. You think I want things this way? My life is hell, and I'm broken. I did not do this on purpose. If I knew any of this would happen, I would have made sure it was me that died. I would think you would understand but good to know that you think it's all my fault. I do understand that nothing is going to be the same. We're in the same boat. We both lost extremely important people to us, and I seen Angelo and somebody else in the studio. Last night, so I know it has to be more than you and Angelo in the house. Everybody's life is hell. Everybody is broken over this. It's not just you and Angelo. And I wish I could take that pain away from you guys and just make it so it's only me. I try so hard to tell you guys that I would never do this on purpose, and I thought you would know that. Did you take the green pick? Could you please try to help me get people to see that I didn't do this on purpose? Seriously. Hurts my soul that anyone thinks that, and I can't sleep knowing that. I don't want to lose any more of my family. No one says that directly. I just said, looking from the other side, it's hard to explain anything when you said you don't remember any of it. I know everybody thinks that, though, especially Angelo, and I care so much about him. Even though he hates me, you guys are my family. I've just been having a rough couple of days. I'm trying really hard to talk to everybody. It's been really bad on me, too. Can we please just try to fix this? All I know is it's never going to be the same, but I want to be able to come spend time with you guys. I wish I could bring you guys closer or tell you what happened. If I could remember anything, I would tell you. I would tell you. What's the last thing you remember? I remember turning onto the street and then my vision fades to black. It really kills me not being able to remember anything. I promise you I would tell you. I've been asking my therapist why I didn't remember, and she said it's because of trauma. But I'm going to go try to get hypnotized and make myself remember. That would be awesome. Better for you, too. I know I'm the only one not allowed in the house, but I actually need to get in there for my belongings. My ID and my laptop are in there, and other important belongings. I know it's hard for you, but I really do need to get in there, and that's where I spent my time and a lot. And a lot of my belongings are there. I don't know why you think I would ever do this on purpose either. I understand I was the driver, but I would have done anything to prevent this. He's the love of my life and my best friend. And if I could remember, I would tell everybody. But that's how trauma works. Just how trauma works. I wish I could bring you peace. I never said that. Then can I please just come to Dom's house? It really hurts that I'm not allowed to be there. Are you getting my messages? Now, this is October 25th. This is almost 3 months after the crash. I will get your things together. I'm sorry things been rough. You don't know where all of my things are. I'm not allowed to just go in and get my things. I understand that it's been rough. For me as well. I just don't understand why this has to be such an issue for me to go in a place that I spent all my time at. I wish I was in there, probably the most out of anybody except him. And I also want to make sure that all my things were not messed with because I know where everything was when I left it there. Do you want to just talk on the phone? Because I feel like this is like a 30-minute conversation. And I promise you, I'm not trying to offend you or be rude. It's just really bothering me and causing me not to sleep. Over your head for what? Do you think I could come into the house this week? I really do need to get my purse and other belongings. It's extremely important. Just checking in to see if you got my last text. This is really important. No, what text? The two above, the message I just sent you. I didn't get them. You and Dom digging through my boxes for costumes. Are you dressing up at all? Yeah, this time of year is hard. It sucks without him. Me and Rosie are drank in Zaza costume song. Not sure if you saw my prior messages. I mean, it says delivered, but I do need to get inside of the house to get my belongings. I know it's hard for you, but imagine how hard it is seeing people who had nothing to do with that house be inside of it before me. No. Do you want to just talk on the phone? Because I feel like this is a 30-minute conversation that has been taking weeks. Do you want me to call you tomorrow? This time makes me remember you and Dom digging through my boxes for costumes. Are you dressing up at all? Okay, then we got that. She said, no, we have one to that one. Okay, that's the end of those text messages. Let me see if you guys are still here. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying about this. Hi, Murder of Crows. Hi, little lady. Justina, Heart Made Wise. Christine. See what's going on. Wow, how fast she must have been speeding on the highway. Okay, let's see what's going on. How she survived that accident, I can't understand. Christine says 2 young men died because of her. Oh my gosh, she's too much. Christine says, hi everyone, says Murder Crows. Hi, I love how Carolyn reads her text. Thank you. Poor little sociopath. Sarah, yeah, that's serious. Driving me crazy. Said, boo-hoo, I broke my leg. It doesn't matter that I killed your son and his friend. Selfish. Let's see. Siri again. Yeah, I know. She was, I don't know why. When I want her sometimes and I call her name, she doesn't even answer me. Little lady, yes, she should have blocked her. Bird of Crows says, wow, she's been trying to get to his house from the start. She's crazy. She's like a stalker, a selfish little cow. Thank you, Murder of Crows. Yeah, I agree. House. She's so annoying. Still here, Murder of Crows said, okay, good. All right, so she, yeah, exactly right. She wanted to get in the house. She was just badgering the H out of her, right? Wanting to get in her house. Crazy. Now let's see. Go back to something else. So those were that. Okay, there's 4 texts to Angelo. Hey, Angelo. I don't know if you hate me, but tomorrow, for the funeral, would you be able to go in Dom's room and grab some photos from his desk for me and him so I could put them into the casket so he can be with me forever? Please let me know. Hi, Angelo. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry. I know you probably think this is all my fault, and I'm not asking you to feel bad for me, but I just want to say I'm so sorry, and I know you miss him so much. I wish he was here too. This should have never happened. He loves you so much, and I know you know that. I don't even know what to say to you or just feel so bad. I hope you guys can forgive me because I'll always look at you guys as family. You don't even need to respond to me. Hold on. I just want to tell you I'm so sorry. I just want to reach out because I feel like you felt like I don't care. I'm not taking this seriously, but I really do feel bad. It's killing me. Dom's phone died. Hey, Angelo, I don't know if you hate me, but okay, that one they put this in again. And I guess they put for Dom's phone died. I don't know why they put that in again. Okay, those are the only ones she has to Dom. Doesn't even look like he answered her. Let's see what else we have. Comments. Mackenzie Shirilla. Not ironic, but ironic. We love this look, Mackenzie Shirilla. Can we use this post on our website and emails? We'll make sure you're credited. Reply to this. Thank you for the comment. I would love to work with you guys. I've been emailing you guys a lot. Such a great opportunity. Thank you. I think this is that modeling thing. I'm in love with you. I love you more. I love you all. I got a phone call from the cops lady a little bit ago, and she gave me a number for a call to join, like Zoom, and she said that the court is going to try and give CPS custody. But listen, I don't want you to freak out or worry. Wait, what? CPS? Foster care? Mom, what? I don't know what that's about at all. Okay, post with dad. I don't know what this is. Just like a hold on, I'm trying to get this. It's like a readout here. It says 2/15/2020. Mr. Shirilla texts Mackenzie and tells her to be careful what she drinks and smokes, and if there's a problem, he can come help. That's over 2 years before the accident. Mackenzie responds to dad with okay, XOXO. Mackenzie asks her dad if he wants weed peanut butter. Mr. Shirilla tells Shirilla, no, LOL, I don't like to eat my week. 11/28/2020. Mackenzie responds that she is going to give him a little. Mackenzie asks her dad if he's okay. 3/3/2021. Now a little over a year before the accident. Mr. Shirilla tells Mackenzie that he is okay and he feels like he has a cold. Mackenzie says, okay, to be honest, you need weed, and that she is worried. Mr. Shirilla says not to be worried and that he feels okay. 5/4/2021. Mackenzie yells at her dad for putting something on her vehicle, and this does so in an aggressive manner, which causes dad to tell Mackenzie not to talk to him like that. Mackenzie responds that she will talk to him however she wants until bumper stickers stop showing up on her vehicle. 8/6/2021. Mackenzie asked her dad where he put that vodka, to which Mr. Shirilla responds, on the counter where I showed it to you. 8/9/2021. Mr. Shirilla sends Mackenzie a photograph of 2 t-shirts that read Stoned 1 and the other one reads Stoned 2. And then he tells Mackenzie that he's going to get her and Dom those shirts. Mackenzie gets excited and tells him yes. Mr. Shirilla then tells Mackenzie that she would like it there, except that you need to be 21 to have all the fun. 8/12/2021. Mackenzie tells her dad to have her mom answer her text right now. When Mr. Shirilla ignores Mackenzie, she asks if he's really going to not help, to which Mr. Shirilla says, sorry, not getting involved. I'm just not going to get mad. Mackenzie responds with, thanks for making this the worst birthday ever. 8/25/2021. Mackenzie tells her dad, never drive my car without putting gas in it, like what the F? Mackenzie then continues to yell at him for not putting gas in her car through several text messages. Mr. Shirilla responds by saying, first, I took your car to get service, which I paid for, and I cleaned the inside of the car. He tells her he left a note and told her mother to mention that he forgot. He tells her that She owes him $74 for the service and $25 for the hour he had to sit and wait and waste his time for his disrespectful daughter. 10/21/2021. Mackenzie yells at her dad through a series of text messages about a school project which he was helping her with. Mackenzie's mad that the paint is sticky and demands that he comes home and fixes it. After Mr. Shirilla tells Mackenzie they will fix it late and to relax, Mr. Shirilla says that he is saying that when she speaks to him with disrespect, he doesn't care if she fails. Mackenzie says it's good to know that she can never ask him to do anything again and that he effed up her whole morning. Halloween of 2021. Mackenzie asks her dad to get them White Claws or some shite from the gas station or Mike's Hard Lemonade. Mr. Shirilla says that he's in bed and has to get up early and it's a Sunday. When Mackenzie asks, "Can you bring us some, even the ones in the fridge?" Mr. Shirilla tells her to come and get them. Mr. Shirilla then tells Mackenzie that her mom will drop them off in a bit. Mackenzie tells her father that he should retake his driving test because he literally hit a bench with her car. Mr. Shirilla reminds Mackenzie that he had to move the car because it was parked bad. He also reminded her that it's the car he pays for. Mackenzie tells him to learn how to drive and calls him an arse. Mr. Shirilla asks Mackenzie how many weeks would she not like to have her car for. Mr. Shirilla tells Mackenzie that she drives like an arse and says, "Nice speeding ticket, hot rod." Mackenzie tells him that she got searched and that there were 5 cop cars. Mackenzie asked for Starbucks. Mr. Shirilla ran errands before getting the drink and food. Mackenzie yells at him over several messages and calls him dumb. Mr. Shirilla tells Mackenzie that if she takes the car, he will call the police and tell them that she stole it and that she is not driving today, so go back inside. Mackenzie tells her dad she'll show the police the text message, to which he responded with, "You're 17 and I'm your father, and I told you not to take care. Which side do you think they're going to side with?" Mackenzie tells her dad not to effing eat fast food in the car and then leave trash in the car, and to try to put her car back the way he found it. She then says, "You're done." Mr. Shirilla tells her it's the car he pays for and not to speak to him like that. He also says he will drive that car wherever and whenever he wants. Mackenzie says that she will hide the keys and that he needs permission. He reminds her it's his car, to which she states if he wants to be treated with respect, how about you give respect? Mackenzie then tells him to have fun in his closet when he gets home, because his garbage is there. Dad tells Mackenzie to think twice before pissing him off, or she won't have any car. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now let's see something. This is Blair Wallace.
Six. 2022.
No sound right now.
1401.
Hold on.
We are at 19431 Bruce Lane.
I know, it's a little tongue
It
twister,
is.
isn't it?
Big time.
I always have to
Big
say it real slow and spell it for people when I'm giving you my address.
Okay. So how long have you known Dominic?
4, 5 years.
4 to 5 years? Where did you guys meet at?
School.
School? Strongsville High School?
Mm-hmm.
How often do you talk to him? Or did you talk to him, I should say?
Once a day.
Once a day? Okay. And can you describe your relationship with him?
Friend.
Friend, like close friend or just, hey, how you
One
doing?
of my best friends.
One of your best friends? Okay. So, being your best friend, did he ever confide in you about his relationship with Mackenzie?
Could you be more specific?
Sure. Did he ever tell you about, they got along? Did they not get along? Did they fight? Did he tell you, oh, she's crazy, or, I'm afraid of being around her? Anything of that sort?
Mm-mm. No.
Okay. How long have you known Mackenzie?
Knew Dom probably 3 years.
Okay, through them. Okay. And so your relationship with her is strictly through Dom?
Yeah.
Okay. And when was the last time you heard or spoke to Dom?
The day of.
The day of?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what time, give or take? Doesn't, like morning?
Probably like later at night, like maybe like I think 10.
10? Okay. Do you know, did he tell you where they were at? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did he, well, can you tell me anything about the conversation? Was it like, hey dude, come party with us, or hey, this night's proving to be a long night? Like, what did he say?
He just said, thanks for kicking it with me today. Like, we just kicked it for a little bit.
Okay. No complaining about, today I got into an argument with Mackenzie,
No.
or?
Mm-mm.
Okay. How would you describe their relationship in public? Were they PDA, like if they went out, they all over each other, or did they bicker in front of people?
No, I didn't see any of that.
Okay, so did you see any of what, like the PDA or the bickering?
Neither, really.
Neither. Okay. Did you ever see him fight?
Not like, no, never. I've never seen him fight in
About
front of me.
argue?
Like, mm-mm. Like, you be more specific,
Like, did you ever see them go down each other's throats about things like, you're an a-hole, you're a bitch, this, that kind of thing?
no, nothing like that, no.
Okay. Did Dom ever express any concerns about Mackenzie? Anything about, his safety?
Mm-mm.
Ever complain of her driving?
No, not to me.
Were you ever a passenger in a car she was driving?
Once.
Yeah. Did you feel safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Then I wouldn't have thought anything. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. No, like crazy driving.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Nothing that made you fear, or wish you didn't get in the car with her.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So did they ever talk about suicide?
I've never heard either of them talk about suicide. No.
Did Dominic ever express to you that Mackenzie, is suicidal, or, and again, I'm just asking to cover all bases here. I'm not saying she is. I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. Was she, ever expressed suicidal ideations, and he was like, man, can you believe this?
Is there any way you can give like a specific example or like thing? Like I get it, but
Like the most specific I can tell you is, did he ever express to you concerns that she's suicidal? Did he ever tell you, hey Blair, she's
he never told me that she was suicidal. No.
okay. And he never expressed any type of fear from her?
Mm-mm.
Okay. For some reason, Miss Russo and some of the other kids that I talked to seem to believe that if anybody knew Dominic well, it would be you more than anybody else. Unfortunately, Dominic's not here to tell us what happened in the car between 5 and 5:30. Around that time when we believe the accident happened. So, did you receive any text messages from him after 10 p.m. expressing?
I just received one call.
What time?
2:41 a.m. But that's it, and I didn't respond. I was sleeping.
Is it unusual for him to call you that late?
Yeah, I'd say that's out of the ordinary.
And that you don't have to answer that, but can you do you have an opinion as to why maybe he called you? Is he known to
Honestly,
drunk dial, having a good time and be like, hey, come kick it with us type thing?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, that's fair enough. Did he send you any last text messages?
Honestly, no.
No.
Just that call.
Just that call?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he leave a voicemail?
Mm-mm. There's a FaceTime.
Oh, FaceTime? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you think I should know about Dominic and Mackenzie's relationship? Anything that would be pertinent? And like I said, we're looking at everything. This could simply just be an accident, but I have to ask the difficult questions, like, could she have done it on purpose? Even if I don't believe it, we have to ask it. So
Yeah, I really don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know.
Okay. Is there anyone you think I need to talk to? Who's Dominic's best friend? His, the one who would keep the secrets. Can't think of anybody.
I really can't. Yeah.
So who's his group of friends? His close circle of friends. I know you were somebody that was mentioned by at least 3-4 people.
Mainly, he really is just close with his family. He didn't really hang with a lot of people outside of his family, other than that Davion and Mackenzie.
Did you know Davion?
I only knew him only met him twice.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Cool guy.
yeah, he was chill.
That's what I hear. Has anybody from Mackenzie's side, mom, dad, friends, told you not to talk to me?
No, but she was trying to get a hold of me through Miss Russo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Okay.
Nah, I honestly don't know why.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna give you my card. I understand talking to cops is not necessarily the people's most favorite thing in the world. Like I said, I'm not Vice. I'm not Narc. I'm not. I'm looking at the crash. But a piece of the big puzzle, if you think of this whole incident as a puzzle, is the people who are close to Dom, and if they knew anything about the relationship, anything that would lead you to believe, after I leave here, take some time, think about it. Did you ever witness, remember Mackenzie threatening, or, Dom saying, you know what, I don't know who gave her a driver's license or anything like that. It might be something that's very petty in your opinion, but it could potentially lead to something else. I'm not saying she did anything wrong, at least at this time. We're just trying to figure it out. And the only reason I wanted to talk to you is because at least 4 different people, mentioned your name. So what Dominic did on the side that we as a police department know of has no bearing on me talking to you or talking to any other kids. We're strictly, if you look at that time frame, we're strictly looking at the crash and what could have contributed to it. Okay, a little car fight, a little something where that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give you my card. Said it's gonna be nice and quick, but please take the time. People are not wrong when everybody points to you being Dominic's close friend. Like I said, this is not Law and Order where I'm yelling at you and grilling you, but Dominic's not alive to tell us the story. His mom thinks you're the one who can shed some light. That's a lot of responsibility, and I realize that. Ultimately, I can't compel you to talk. Nobody's going to compel you to talk. But, supposedly there are rumors that he sent an I love you text message to one of his buddies very, very late in the night.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of rumors going around. And so,
that's true.
and so that's what I'm trying to get to.
My one friend Kyle Smith, he doesn't live here anymore. He lives in Lakewood, but he was a close friend with Dom, and he sent a text message to him saying I love you after he FaceTimed me. Like, I don't know the specific time, but we talked about it. It was he just sent 3 texts. I think it was just the FaceTime to me, texted Kyle I love you, texted his dad I love you, texted his mom I love you, and his brother I love you. All around between I'd say 2:41 and 3:30. Between those times, he texted people I love you. I don't know those people are the people I'm for sure he did. I don't know if there's anyone else, but those people for sure I know.
Kyle Smith. Okay. See, those are the things that are just odd. You know what I mean? Even if you're super drunk that night or super high, doesn't matter. I mean, maybe you'll throw a 1 or 2, but mom, dad, and brother at almost 3 in the morning is just unusual. Right? I mean, would you agree with that?
I do think that is a little weird.
Yeah. So again, it doesn't mean on its own.
I love him a little. I mean, if I'm going to bed, I don't know. Maybe that's what time they were going to bed. I don't know, but it is weird. So many. Was it unusual for him to say "I love you" to his friends?
No.
So was that part of his routine? I guess is what I'm trying to figure out.
We were.
Did he routinely tell you?
He'd tell me
when you guys were leaving each other, "I love you."
He wouldn't tell his dad and Kyle, which that's out of the ordinary. But he would say "I love you" pretty much to everyone he's seen.
See, what's typically odd is if I'm gonna say I love you to my friends, or to my parents, it's never at the same time. It's not in the text message at an odd
you just
time
start
of
going
day.
through the list.
Right? Yeah, you don't. That's unusual. But even if he's hands out the I love yous.
Yeah.
If we're hanging out hey, I love you, see you tomorrow. Yeah, cool. But if 3 in the morning, you're testing random people.
It's almost like you're saying goodbye.
Yes, that's exactly what it is without actually saying it. And so this is why I think there's something going on. Okay. So would you be willing to give me Kyle's contact info?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
But why don't you ask Kyle if it's okay?
Yeah, can I ask him?
Yeah,
And then get
ask
back to
him.
you on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I got my number here. I am gonna look him up. If I'm gonna try to find his phone number through our means. But it's always better when if it's coming through a friend saying, "Hey, cops would like to talk to you about the text message." Now I want to find out: is it normal? Did Kyle get those texts weekend nights, 3, 4 in the morning before bed? Hey, love you, man. Or is it unusual? So yeah, this is my contact info. Has my email. This is my phone number. That's straight to my desk. just do me a favor. Just maybe take a picture of it, send it to Kyle. And again, maybe he doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine. But for Mrs. Russo's sake and for Dominic's sake, if you guys want the truth about this, you know, and maybe in all other aspects of life, you don't like the police and you don't want to talk to the police. We're not trying to, like, you know, frivolously or maliciously put a case on somebody. This is two young men who are not going to make it to the legal age to buy a beer. Think about that, you know. So it's sad, but for their families, we owe them at least to find out what happened. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for letting me in your house.
Yeah, no problem.
Cocoa butter and lotion on. We weren't like the closest back in elementary.
You're muted.
Okay. It is 10:21. At 12:56, we are at Marietta College PD, and we are here with Landon Turner and his dad. Can I get your name, sir?
Mike.
Mike, thank you. All right, Landon. So, where do you know Davion from?
Oh boy. He went to my elementary school. We weren't like the closest back in elementary. We weren't the closest. I'd say about middle school. That's when we got really close in middle school, and then high school year, he decided to join football, so that brought us even closer. I think what made us the closest was COVID. COVID made us really close. Oh yeah, we would stay up all night. Me, him, Fayez, EJ would all stay up playing Modern Warfare all the time and just talk about school, talk about football, all that stuff. That's where I guess that's where we got really close at, and that's when we started hanging out every day. I started treating him like a brother to me. He was one of my best friends. He also came to all my birthday parties for how many years in a row. We'd always wrestle outside my front yard. We'd always have a wrestling match, me and him. Every year it'd always be like, it would be 50-50. One of us would win. We just don't know who.
Yeah.
I think the last time we fought, I think he won. I'm pretty sure. I haven't been able to get him back yet.
He's a strong dude. He was a running back.
Oh yeah, he was a strong dude, and he'd always put like cocoa butter on his skin, so it'd always be slippery too. So
really?
We would try to grab onto him or something. He would just slide because he would always put all that cocoa butter and lotion on.
Didn't know that. See, that's good. So, I'm very sorry about your loss. Really, I know you tell me how close you guys are, and I can't imagine what you're feeling truly. And I'm not trying to, underestimate here the pain that you're probably still going through. And once you come back to the Ville, you're gonna see the memories in person, the places you guys used to go to, and it's going to be hard. And I hope, my words will give you some level of comfort in knowing that we just want to know more about him. So you've known him since elementary school, really.
Yeah.
And that's a very long time. But there's a specific period of time that I'm interested in, and that's the time when he kind of moved out of the house, was it last year, and he kind of stayed with you. Can you tell me about that?
So he came to me one day, and he was asking me, he was like, hey, could I stay at your house for a week? And I was like, yeah, no problem. I got a whole extra room for you. Don't worry about it. And when he came, he stayed there. He ended up signing it was going to be a lot more long term. And I knew he got kicked out, but I didn't know the reasons why. I mean, after he moved back, I found out why he got kicked out. But the reason he told me originally was not the same reason. He told me that him and his parents just couldn't get along, and that he would come home too late at night. He was breaking curfew every night, and his parents didn't like it. I later found out from them that it was because he was more aggressive, I guess, in the house. He was an aggressive person. He would, throw dressers in the wall. He put a hole through his mom's door or something like that. And, but we would always be out. We'd always go out. I mean, some nights we would take my mom's car. I got caught for doing that one time, but we would take my mom's car, we would take my car, and my dad's car. We'd go out and we'd just drive and just talk about life, talk about his struggles, talk about my struggles. He was a very, very, very mentally mentally down person. He was down mentally bad. Like everything in his life, he thought he was going against him. Girls from school would make fun of him, would do all this, talk behind his back.
Really?
They would like talk to him for weeks on end, trying to get him to like be in a relationship, and then end up playing with him or screwing him over ultimately. He like a lot. He never really felt welcome. I feel like because me and him, we were when we would talk at night and stuff. We could relate. Like he was the only other person mentally that I could relate to. I feel like, and he felt like that nobody was there for him. Like no one had his back a lot of the times, and he knew that I had his back forever. Like he knew I'd always have his back, and but he just felt like. I don't know. Like there's a lot more. I know his stuff with his family. A lot of stuff he was not on good terms with his family like that. I know he loved his sisters to death. He loved them to death. But his parents, his dad, I think wasn't his dad the one that coordinated them moving back in. It was his dad. He was more cool with his dad than he was with his mom. Like
Bro.
he really didn't. If he were to go to ask anyone to be his dad, it wouldn't be his mom.
Okay.
Basically.
So mentally down. Was he? So you've known him since elementary school. So when did you start seeing, those signs? Was it towards high school or all along?
A lot towards high school. I'd say it all started in high school mainly. I don't know the family side of it. I don't know if the family thing has been there his whole life, but I know with social interactions and like friends and girls and stuff like that, that all started happening in high school.
He was adopted, right?
Yeah.
Did he ever talk about that? Was that part of the beef with them?
Yeah, he I can't remember what he would say about it, but him being adopted,
was part of it.
Yeah, it was a big factor in that. He felt like he just didn't belong in the house, and
Like they did not love him and welcome him, or he just felt as an outsider. I mean,
like both, I guess. I mean, like his mom, because I sat there after we found out he passed away. His mom would sit there and tell us about how she would just run through his room, completely flip it upside down, searching it, and would just make his life like a living hell, basically. And like that's what he would always tell me, basically, is how like his mom would just make his life a living hell, basically, and that he didn't feel welcome in the family. I don't know if he didn't feel loved, if he didn't feel like that, or if he just felt like he was an outsider. But
he didn't fit in.
Yeah, he just didn't fit in.
So, do you think his mentally down was a result of that, or do you think the school contributed to it, like the way he was treated at school?
I think it was both. I think it was a combination of both, because he was always like the more socially type kid. Like whenever he walked in the room, no matter if he was down or not, he was making you smile. You loved the kid to death, and I just feel like both were overwhelming him. Like he couldn't do that as much at school, because that's what he would love to do. He'd love to make people laugh. He'd love to make people feel like they're at home. And once that started going away, because he started getting a little bit more down, I think it was just a factor of both colliding at him. Like he would go home, he couldn't escape anything from home, but then he would go to school, and he really couldn't escape anything from school.
Gotcha. So I know, was it last season, third game, he got injured.
I think he tore like 30 different things in his leg or broke something like that.
And after that, did you get a chance to talk to him about what the impact of not having football and having this injury had done to him?
I know that he was down about it. He was really down. I don't know, like, I think it was more because he couldn't, like, fully get to his full potential. I feel like he was disappointed that he couldn't show the team and prove the team wrong pretty much. Because, like, prior to him becoming the starting running back, all the teammates were joking. Like, no one really had faith in him being the starting running back. And when he would play in practice and stuff like that, we'd be like, oh, like, everyone would be like, oh, we're going to have to find a new running back. Like, we're going to have to find a new running back. And I feel like it was Davion's, like, biggest goal to prove everybody wrong. And then when he went down that third game, I feel like that's what hit him the most, was that he couldn't prove everyone wrong and prove to them that he is, like, the player that he thinks he is.
Was he bullied or hazed on the football team?
No.
No? Like, would he be the kind of guy, like, if they're like, hey, after a game or something, or before a game, shove him in a locker and mess with him?
Yeah, we never did that to like any each other, I guess. But like, Dave was still looked at no matter like because it's such a weird relationship. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like everyone loved that kid to death, but yet they would still mess around with him. So it was like I feel like Dave couldn't tell if it was love or hate. I feel like he didn't know if people were truly loved him or if they just truly didn't like him and that they thought he was a weirdo.
Gotcha.
I feel like that was his biggest thing too, and because everyone showed love to him, no matter what time of the day it was. It was after the game when we're out partying. If it's during the game, it doesn't matter. Like everybody's showing him love.
Who did he date, if anybody?
Ooh.
With the most recent, I would say.
The most recent that I remember, her name was Heather. That's the most recent I remember, and that was like actually one of the only like public relationships that I knew he had. Like that everybody knew he had a girlfriend. That was like the first girlfriend that everyone knew that he had a girlfriend at that time.
Do you know the time period? Was it senior year, junior year? Give or take.
Beginning senior year. I'm thinking beginning senior year because it's when he still had his Dodge Dart, his cars and stuff like that. It's when he still had all of his white Dodge Dart and stuff.
And did they break up or were they?
Yeah, they ended up breaking up. I don't think it ended up working out. I think it was him that broke up with her. I'm pretty sure.
So he wasn't in a relationship when he passed away.
No, not then. I don't think so. No.
So who would you describe as his clique, his closest friends? Like the dudes or girls, he would kind of gravitate to outside. Like if he got nothing going on, no practice, who's he hanging out with?
I would say most recent within the time of him passing, it would be the group of like Tyler Proctor and Joey Probes and all those kids. Because I know Joey lives like right down the street from my house when Davion lived at my house, so Davion would always go to Joey's. I remember the one time we came back and Davion, Joey and Tyler were all sitting in my room because Davion had them come over, but like those three were cool. I know they were close.
Weren't Tyler and Joey two of Mackenzie's ex-boyfriends?
Yeah. I know Tyler was, but Joey I don't know for sure. But I know Tyler was definitely.
But I mean, I recently dealt with Tyler.
Yeah.
And he looked sickly to me.
He was, because when you guys first brought up the whole like when the officers when they came to my dorm, they brought up the whole intimidation thing or the threatening factor.
Right.
I thought you guys were actually referring to Tyler Proctor, because he was blowing me up on Snapchat, trying to he was texting me, he was like, "You look mad sus not responding to me. Is like, this is your last chance to respond to me." And then he ended up screenshotting our chats and screenshotting my profile or something like that. And I just kept clearing this conversation. I didn't respond and open it. I was like, I don't care. I really don't care for you, dude.
So I'm gonna be upfront with you. I'm sure your dad would probably also want to know. There were 3 people that I wanted to talk to. It was you, and he was on that list. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there's Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
And he and Rosie were both served grand jury subpoenas. At some point, either you choose to sit with us and answer a couple questions and we're done, or they're gonna have to go in front of a grand jury, no attorney, no mom and dad, and they're gonna stand there in front of strangers and have to answer questions under oath, which is a more scary, and you're held accountable. Here you lied to me, hey, I'm not gonna know, I'm taking your word for it, and we're done. On a grand jury, you lie, well, there's ramifications for that. Yeah. So I do appreciate you very much talking to me, but you brought up the intimidation and Tyler. Both your names came up very recently, since I called your athletic director, when the cops came to you. We both got very valuable, very a person who is very trustworthy, who told us that you and Tyler were receiving threats that if you were to talk to the police, you were going to be off the football team and he's going to have some other issues to deal with. That's called witness intimidation. And for us, that became the catalyst, Mike, to act to say, hey, we need to talk to you. If somebody's threatening you, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. Right now, you can get up and leave. Mm-hmm. But if somebody's saying, if you talk to these cops about anything, we're going to get you booted off the football team, that becomes witness intimidation, and that changes the formula. Mm-hmm. So on that, were you threatened by anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I never got one text. I'm like, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'm like the kid at Strongsville. Like, nobody ever wanted to mess with me. No, I was a big kid. I've always been like one of the biggest.
6'3", 245.
Yeah, nobody's
football player.
Nobody's ever like tried to mess with me. And like even like my close friends, they don't want to fight me. Like they're like, nah, like they think I'm crazy. Like they think I just go crazy on somebody. And so like I've never in my life had somebody intimidate me or text me, threatening me something. The only person that was ever texting me was Proctor. Proctor was the one. If you want me to be honest with you, I think it was Proctor and like Houston that were intimidating everyone. That's who was intimidating everyone, was Houston and Proctor. They were the ones running around talking about hurting Mackenzie, talking about messing with her cars, her house, and stuff like that. They were the ones that were basically going around trying to intimidate people. If I ever got one text, it was from Proctor. It was he was the one that was texting me. Oh, if you don't text me back, like you're gonna regret it. All this.
What did he want from you? If you can,
he never like fully said what he wanted from me.
Any guesses though?
I mean, because like a couple of days after, I had another one of his friends text me, and I was like, I wonder if like this is just a trick to see if I would respond to him and not respond to him. But then I ended up responding to him. But the whole reason for that was because they wanted to get my Snapchat out for these wristbands, because I gave these wristbands out to everybody, and a lot of people were asking for my Snapchat on to like thank me for giving them the wristbands and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he would go that far though if it was just about that. I feel like he would just be like, hey, I'm sending your Snapchat to this person. They want to thank you for the wristbands. Not sitting there blowing my phone up, calling me, doing all that. Like I had to mute his conversation because he just kept calling me, he would keep texting me. And I was like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to know what you want to talk to me about. Like I just don't want to be involved with you. Like keep that shit there. Like I'm down here at college. Like keep that shit there. But
gotcha. Well, like I said, he's scheduled for grand jury on the 10th of November, so we'll see. If he shows up and talks, good. If not, he's probably going to get arrested. It's a contempt of court. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no way around it. So let's go back to Davion real quick. How did Davion gravitate or get involved with Dominic Russo? I mean, it seems like two different kinds of, athlete, and then business-oriented, maybe some other shenanigans.
I know, you guys probably remember when the girl fell down the steps at Dominic's house, that whole incident. Yeah. So I know Dom knows Davion. They know each other through parties like that. Kenzie and Davion have always been close. Like, they know each other. I know they've known each other since, like, middle school. But I don't really know how he ended up spending the night at Dom's. I don't know why he wouldn't have asked me instead of Dom, just like for someone to stay at. But I knew right before I found out they were living together, I knew that they were kind of hanging out. They were kind of talking together, because another reason why they were cool is Dom had a studio in his house. Dom liked to make music, and Davion loved freestyle. Davion loved making music. That was his dream, was to be a rapper. And so Davion would always go over to Dom's house to record in the studio. I know Proctor has a studio, so they had all, like, not like a studio. Like, Proctor doesn't have a full studio. He just has like a little mic on a computer and stuff. But Dom actually has like a whole room with a microphone and like stuff on the walls to keep the sound in. House all of like the special programming and stuff. And so I knew they got really close off of that, like trying to make music together and stuff like that. Okay. So I think ultimately that's how Davion ended up staying at Dom's, because Davion knew he would go over there and be able to use the studio whenever he wanted to and just be cool with Dom. So I'm pretty sure that's how it was. And it's like also we all went to like a grad party together, because Rosie and Kenzie are best friends. So that's how I ended up becoming really close with Dom too, is because like him just being around Kenzie all the time and me being around Rosie, we just were forced kind of just to talk to each other and be friends. And so we would go out and do that, but then at the same time, Davion would live with me, and so Davion would just come with me. So he also was pulled into that whole group of all of us, with me and my girlfriend, her friends, and like Kenzie and Dom. So I think just that, and then them recording together, I think that's why he ended up staying with Dom and choosing Dom.
Were you at that event, that party, when the girl fell down the stairs?
I was there.
Was Davion there too?
He actually was the one that helped carry her out upstairs.
Okay.
He was one of the ones that helped carry her out. But I left before he even did that. I left. Like, when she fell down the stairs, I left. I was like, I don't like blood. I don't like none of that. Like, I'm getting out of here. Because I know when I walked over there was like she was bleeding bad.
Yeah, she almost died.
Yeah, she was bleeding really bad. So I was like, I'm not. Like, I love her. Like, she was one of my friends. Kendall was one of my friends. I had chemistry class with her, but I'm sorry. I don't like blood.
Yeah. No,
it's not my place.
That makes sense. So, we don't know why Davion moved in with Dominic. Do you have any idea why he actually was living with him temporarily?
Oh, I know the reason why he had to move in with him is because I know his parents were going on vacation, and Davion had just got a new job where he was moving like some form of freight or something in the back of trucks.
Gotcha.
And it was paying them really good money. I think it was the best paying job that he's gotten so far, and he had like regulated hours, like 9 to 5, like all throughout the weekdays. And so I know he was like trying to hop on that job and make some good money, and so he decided to stay home from going on vacation with his family, and that's how he ended up staying with Don, because he chose to stay with Don after he didn't want to. Like, he told his parents he didn't want to go on vacation.
And that's how he ended up at the Burling House residence that night.
Davion ended up there just because he was with Kenzie and Dom at the zoo. I know they were at the zoo earlier that day, but he ended up being there with them because he was just with them all day. I didn't know where else they were at all that day. I just know that they were at the zoo, and because I saw videos of Kenzie posting a video of Dom and Dave holding birds or something like that. So I knew they were at the zoo that morning.
Yeah. So that night at the Burling House, who all was there?
It was me, Rosie, Paul, Dom, Kenzie, Davion, and then Nina. Yeah, that was it.
What's Nina's last name? Do you know?
I know it starts with an I, but I don't know how to like pronounce it or spell it.
Okay.
So we talked to Paul about this, and we know there wasn't any illegal activity going on. Okay, maybe some smoking dope and having a beer again. We know there was no like heroin or fentanyl or anything crazy like that. So, what was Davion like that night? Who did he hang out with?
That night, I mean, his overall vibe that night was good. Like, he was positive that night. Me and him were laughing all night. I'm trying to think. It didn't seem like there was anything wrong with him. Nothing crazy. The only thing that really got me was when he left. He was like, "I love you," and I was like, "I love you too." And that was the first time he said that to me since he lived with me. So that's what kind of threw me off. I was like, all right, like, I love you too. You know what I mean? Like, come here, give me a hug. We gave him a hug, and he walked out the door. I know, Paul, he wasn't around all night. He was upstairs. He wasn't even around all night. Me and Davion were in the front room watching. It was a great white documentary about great white sharks in the front room. I know back in the back, all the girls were back there. I think they were watching High School Musical or something like that. Because they were all screaming, laughing. But me and Davion were up there. I remember Kenzie got mad at me because I ate all of her popcorn. She walked away and I ate all of her popcorn. She was like, because they like make the natural popcorn. It's like all organic popcorn.
Yeah.
And so I ate all there. And I mean, he was fine. Like, he didn't seem upset. Didn't seem like nothing.
He wasn't frazzled by anything. Nobody said anything. Were you guys just having a good time? Was there anything between Mackenzie and Dominic, or Mackenzie
those were
Davion?
the rumors I heard a lot, was that Dom and Kenzie were fighting. There was no way in hell that they were fighting. That man, I remember walking in, that man was cuddling her. She was sleeping. Her head was on his lap. She was wrapped up in this big fuzzy gray band blanket on the front couch in the front room. It's a big L-shaped couch, because I was sitting in the corner and Dave was sitting down by my legs. Kenzie was sitting here, and then Dom was sitting at the end here. And so she ended up sprawling out, and he was sitting there cuddling her head, petting her head, making sure she was sleeping good, like smiling at her. Like, I knew, like, there was no, if there was fighting, they couldn't have made it known. Like, they didn't make it known at all. But I know they weren't fighting. Like, they didn't have that type of vibe, nothing there. Everybody was just having a good time.
And see, that's those are the things that, unless you were there, there's no way for us to find out. And so a lot of the kids would tell us the exact opposite. Like there was a fight.
Yeah, no, they I remember when I first found out they passed away that morning, because I found out they passed away. I called my friend EJ, freaking out, and I sped up to EJ's house, and I was talking to him, and EJ's like, that's our football group, like that's like Davion's football group. And so like all of us football dudes ended up meeting at EJ's house and talking. So then I went back to Paul's house, because that's where Rosie and all them were at, and I was talking to them. But then as I went to go drop my mom's car back off there, I picked up my truck, but then I stopped at the memorial where they crashed at. And as soon as I got there, that's when Proctor is saying, like, Proctor, Joey, a bunch of these kids are saying, oh, they're fighting. Kenzie's crazy. Kenzie puts voodoo on him. They're fighting all the time. They're fighting. I'm like, they weren't fighting. Like, I don't know, like, y'all just got this out of thin air. Like, they were not fighting. I could promise you that they weren't fighting. Okay. And, like, that was, like, their first thing. Like, they jumped right to that. Like, oh, they were fighting. Kenzie did it on purpose. They're fighting. I was like, no. Like, they weren't fighting. Like, Kenzie and Dom walked out together. Dom grabbed all of her bags for her. And, Dom came and dabbed me up. Kenzie was like, hey, say bye to everyone, because Rosie and Nina and them were sleeping in the back room. I was up in the front room still. And she was like, hey, say bye to everyone for us. And we're like, okay, we will. And that's when Rosie came walking up, gave Kenzie a hug, gave Dom a hug, and was like, bye. Like, I know that.
Why did they leave so early?
They usually do that. Like, that's like a common thing with everyone. Like, I mean, how many times have we had people over our house? Like, it's just a common thing with us younger teenagers, I guess. It's like, as soon as you get up, it's like you're gone. Like, we're just leaving.
Like 5:30 in the morning? Oh.
Yeah, I'd get up, go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
The couch is cleared. I'm like, man, they got
wow.
They get up
It's like, we'll end up, we'll sleep, and then, like, as soon as you wake up in that early morning, I want to go back to my bed.
So that is common. I mean, it happens.
Good. Okay, see, like I said, you're shedding some light on issues that are very important.
Do you think Davion, was there ever an issue with him staying with you guys with mom and dad? Like, did you guys ever have an issue with it? The only reason I asked that is, do you think Davion stayed with Dom because Dom had that place to himself? Right? Like, he had space there. You have a family in your house. Was that ever an issue?
Well, we just had planned it. I mean,
you had extra space. You never minded him being there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we treated him like an
the water bill went up.
Yeah.
That kid would take a 45-minute shower.
He lived in a luxury house. It was like he had like completely new parents. He had a brother. Like, that's how we treated him. Like, he would always come in my room and sleep.
Because from the outside, I'm like, okay, well, mom and dad are here, but then Dom kind of had that house to himself.
It's funny because
right? So maybe as a kid, I'd be like,
one of the funniest things I found out was when he lived with us, he was a pig. Oh my god, that dude was a pig.
His room was
I
messier
had to
than
clean
my
his room up
daughter's.
like 4 times for him. I remember my dog knocked over a bowl of buffalo sauce and a plate of chicken tenders. I walk into the room the one morning. I'm like, hey, Dave, clean that up. I'm getting in the shower.
Carpet's still stained.
We're going to school.
I couldn't get
This
it up.
man, I get out the shower. I go to school. We go to school. I come back and I still smell it in the hall. I'm like, damn, like, I smell buffalo sauce. So I walk in there. He didn't even move the bowl. He didn't move the plate. He just laid a towel over everything just to cover up the image of it. I'm just like, oh my god, dude. So I found out that he actually, when he lived with Dom, he actually would clean up Dom's house for him. He would clean up Dom's house. Like, he would do the dishes for Dom. He would clean off the table.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that until after.
Serious?
I didn't know that until after he passed away. When I talked to Kenzie in the hospital, she was like, dude, he was the sweetest kid ever. Like, he would clean up the house for Dom. Like, but I think it was more because I think that he knew that me and like my family had respect for him and he had respect for us. But I feel like he didn't think Dom.
Maybe he felt more at home in my house.
Yeah, he felt more at home. I feel like he felt more like he needs to show more respect towards Dom because it's Dom's house. You know what I mean? Like, it's Dom's house alone. It's just Dom that lives there.
He felt like family with him. He felt like a guest there.
Yeah.
And I tell you, a lot of the times we didn't even know he was there. He was that quiet. I mean,
quiet
he didn't
kids.
come out. He didn't come out and socialize much. You know, we'd see him pass by and then, you know, bye, hi.
Yeah.
You know, he asked me to drop him off a couple places before, and, you know, I did that for him.
So, have you ever been in a car with Dominic and Mackenzie? What was it like? What are they as drivers?
I know Dom's a very careful driver. He would always, if Kenzie was going over 10 miles over, 15 miles over, she didn't have a seatbelt on, Dom would always be yelling, hey, put your seatbelt on, slow down. I know Kenzie, I've only ever driven with her once, and it wasn't terrible. I mean, we took that exact same route too, that exact same drive down Progress, down what Almeida, whatever. Almeida. We took that exact same route, and like she was going at a normal speed, a speed that I would drive at. I mean, the max I've ever seen her go was like, she was probably going like 40, 45 down Pearl once, and that was about it. In the 35, not the 25 zone, the 35 zone. But that was about the fastest I've ever seen her drive. It never really scared me as being a passenger in the backseat. I never really like was scared when she was driving. I've only ever driven with Dom once as well, and he drove like a normal person. He drove like he obeyed every law, every turn signal, all of that stuff. He would stop at stop signs. He would stop at red lights. I never had a problem with driving with either of them.
Cool.
Davion on there, Davion was a speedster.
Yeah. Yeah.
And man,
It's at least I got that also talking to his mom and dad. He liked cars, and he was looking at buying a new car. I know that. It's
he was working on his credit. I think his parents were helping him out with his credit, working his credit.
Right.
So that he could buy a car.
Get a loan.
He had some aspirations. I mean, the kid was trying to make a life for himself. Barber school.
I hate kicking him out. I felt bad after all this, but we needed the room. My daughters were coming in town, and we needed the room for them for graduation weekend.
Now, as a parent, I mean, my kids are younger, but did you ever have conversations with Davion's parents about him staying with you?
They never once contacted us.
Okay.
Never once. I'm assuming they knew he was living with us.
I know my mom said to me, I remember...
Well, that's why we wanted to talk to him, because the parents told us he stayed with Lance.
Yeah, they said he stayed here, and in my head I'm like...
But we had never heard from him or really met
my
them.
mom said
until
when they came
he
and
went
picked
home.
Dave up, when they came and picked Davion up, his mom didn't even want him back. His mom
She
was
was
like,
in total shock that he was coming home.
And this is something his dad arranged.
Yeah.
Did he ever say anything explicit about his home life, like I really hate my mom and dad, or I can't wait to move out, or anything?
He would always, he always was trying to move out. I mean, for the longest time, he was always trying to move out. He was always, there was times when we still worked at Five Guys, he would always want to try and stay with Ty, Housney. He would always try and he was talking about getting an apartment, and he was talking about getting an apartment for the longest time, because we'd always be like, hey, if you get an apartment, Dave, then we're coming over there every night and we're kicking it, we don't care. Because he was always trying. He's been trying to move out of there.
He's friends with Housney?
Not anymore. No,
He
was. Housney tried getting him fired for every single job he was basically at Five Guys. So it started off at Five Guys. Housney would treat Davion like ass. They would always fight. They'd always fight on shifts. There was times where they couldn't even work together. Wow. And then they would just fight. There was times when, because after Five Guys, he went to Papa John's, and then Housney was the GM at Papa John's, and Davion, Housney ended up firing Davion, and Davion was like, I can't stand him anymore, I can't stand being around him, screw Housney, all that. He would always come into Five Guys and rant about it. And then they went to Chipotle, and then Chipotle, I know Davion ended up leaving Chipotle again because Housney and him had some problems.
Wow, it's like they followed each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd.
I know. And that's why I was almost surprised about everything Houston's doing. And I'm like, Houston, I feel like you should know that you and Davion's relationship were not at the best of terms when he passed. It used to be good, but then it over time was getting killed.
When you say Ty, who's that?
Tyler Jones.
Tyler Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I just want to talk one last thing before we get out of here. We're almost done. I have 1-2 questions left, but post the crash, after the crash, there were a lot of rumors that happened. Was anything said that you believed was true? Any of the rumors that you believed?
No.
Any other theories about the crash or what might have happened?
The only thing that what my gut and my intuition is telling me is that she passed out. That's my gut intuition. I mean, I don't know. This is not credible at all. But you guys know what a pendulum is?
Mm-hmm.
So I use a pendulum board with a little crystal, and I got in my truck when I was down here by myself, and I got in my truck, and I was like, I'm gonna try and talk to Davion with it. And so tried talking to Davion. I asked him a bunch of personal questions, and it was crazy because he was actually spelling out the words of what I was looking for. I was like, this has to be Dave. Like, I have to be like talking to something right now. Like, so then I kept asking questions. I was like, you think she passed out? Like, I was asking questions about the crash, and he was just like, yes, I think she passed out. And like, I know that like she's like prone to passing out or something like that. She's like prone to that. She has like a medical condition or something with that. And the doctors tell her to put her head in between her knees when she feels like she's passing out. And I know she told me that they found her with her head in between her knees under the steering wheel. And so that was like the connection that I make. That's why like my intuition is telling me that she passed out. I asked Dave, I was like, did you guys like on the pendulum board? I was like, did you guys even know that you guys were crashed? And he was like, no, like he had no clue that they crashed. But obviously, again, that's not like a credible thing.
You think he fell asleep?
I don't think she fell asleep because she was
Dave. In the back.
I don't think so because I thought on the Life 360 it said that his phone was on and active right before they crashed on that Life 360. But I don't think he was asleep.
Were you on Live 360?
I was not on that. That's that group that I was talking about, like Proctor and all those kids. That's his friend group with them. Like they had that. I wasn't a part of that.
That's really what's causing us to look at this from a couple of different angles. To be honest with you, because one of the Strongsville high school kids, I'm sure you know, sent us a screenshot saying, "Well, look at the Life 360. Look at the speed." To be honest with you, if we didn't get that, we probably wouldn't have looked even closer at the crash. And that's what we're trying to figure out. I know Mackenzie is in a very difficult position because you don't want to talk to the police in a case like this because you could say something that could get you in trouble. But when you don't sit and talk to me and tell me what happened, I have to assume, and I have to go by what I hear from other people and by evidence, as opposed to you. And so it's a tough balance. So I don't envy her for being in this, and I'm sure she's for the rest of her life. She has to live with this.
Well, we had to get called back to the hospital because she was trying to kill herself because when she found out when Dom's funeral was, we were all there and she was like telling her mom, she's like, I'm going to that funeral. Like, I don't care if I'm going to the funeral. Like, because she's that type of girl. You know what I mean? She's that type of girl. She's like, I'm going to that funeral. Like, either I'm going or you're not stopping me. Like, I'm going. And so I remember we left that day and the next day was his funeral and we had to get called back because she was like, with all the injuries that she had, she was ripping herself out of the bed, trying to get up and walk. And like, her dad like came up to me and was like, she's going to kill herself if she walks. Like, she's going to die. And like, she's like, we need you guys to like calm her down, sit her down, or else the cops would have to come in and like pin her down and tie her down and stuff like that. So we were able to calm her down at that point. So I know that's going to affect her life forever.
Weren't the cops called up there? The Metro Police?
I don't know if they were. It might have been that occasion if they were.
Yeah.
But
I think it was that day because she was freaking out.
Yeah, because I know when I was there was no cops that I could see. I thought that they were thinking about calling the cops if we couldn't calm her down.
Was she ever was the idea of suicide ever even brought up? Like, Davion ever say anything?
Davion or Dom, no, they never. Davion, as much as he was mentally down, the last thing he would want to do is kill himself. His mindset was more if he was like, hey, I'm gonna butt this shit out and I'm gonna prove to everyone that I'm a strong ass dude. That was his way. I mean, he tore his ACL 2 days later. He's out there jumping, playing basketball. Like, he was a strong dude mentally and physically.
Did Dominic get any sleep that night? Like the night of the party, did you see him take a power nap or something?
I think when he was with Kenzie, he was sleeping. I'm pretty sure he was like cuddling because he had his head down like that, so I couldn't really like see if his eyes were open fully or not. So I mean, if he did, he did. But I don't know. I know Davion did it. Me and Davion stayed up pretty much all night. I didn't end up going to bed till like 4, 5.
So what you're describing the night of that night, Dominic and Davion and Mackenzie were all fine.
I mean, I can tell you guys, there's now certain the Burling houses, they did not own a single little like drop of alcohol. They not own a single thing. They never owned a single drop of alcohol.
Believe me, we already know.
Yeah, so we know. Like, I know there was no drinking, nothing like that involved.
No, I believe me, we know that. That's why we're not asking what happened. I'm just trying to figure out when they left. Were they on good terms? The whole night, was it just amicable, having a good time like you described, or was there fighting? Because again, some kids described there being a conflict, and that's why I asked you who was there, because I want to make sure that the people who are telling us, well, they were fighting. Well, were you there? And of course, they stopped talking to the police and they asked questions.
Yeah. I mean, they.
Well, and that becomes the confusion on our end. So people who weren't there are telling us something, but then the people who were there don't want to talk to us.
Like I know
So-
Tyler
Does that
Proctor.
make sense to you?
Right,
Yeah.
like we're
This
getting
is kind
rumors
of
from
a-
people who weren't even physically there,
Right.
and then we go to the people who were physically there, and they don't want to talk to us.
And you just clarified.
So now, what
So
are
I
we?
know, like,
What are they
Proctor,
hiding?
Croy,
Was there fighting?
Houston,
I mean,
Arlen,
is this true or
they
is
have
it
no clue
false?
what they're talking
That's
about.
one click.
Right.
Those are like,
Well, right now they're all together. They weren't like Houston wasn't really as involved with them before the crash, but now after the crash, they've been more involved with each other. And like everything that they've said has been, it blows my mind. And like where they get that stuff from, the whole fight and all that stuff, they get it from Tyler and Kenzie's background. They get it from their past. They get it from because Tyler thinks that he was Kenzie's escape route when Dom and Kenzie would fight. Kenzie would go run to Tyler and talk
Tyler
to
Croy
Tyler.
or Tyler
Proctor.
Proctor.
She would go and run to Proctor and talk to him about it. So he thinks he knows like all this fight and stuff and that they fought. But she's only ever ran to him when they fought. She's never ran to him when they've done something good or just to talk. It's only when they've fought. So in his mind, he thinks all they do is fight, and that when they fight, it's the end of the world type.
Do you think he was hoping she was going to come back to him?
I know he was pissed because she was dating Proctor, and then she ended up leaving Proctor for Dom. Like she ended up getting with Dom while she was with Proctor, and then she left Proctor and to stay with Dom. So I know
So he liked being her escape from him.
Yeah, I guess I think there's a little bit of jealousy on it. I really think there's a little bit of jealousy. He might not like admit to it or like
No,
show
makes
it, but
sense.
I think there's a little bit of jealousy under there.
Well, there were some rumors. I mean, well, some things we knew that Dominic supplied the school with marijuana and things like that. Was this ever a factor in the relationship between Davion and Dominic? Because I know Davion started kind of smoking weed just to cope with, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit to it. I've smoked with Davion before. Like I'll admit to it. I'm not scared of admitting to it.
Hey man, eventually it's gonna be legal. So
yeah,
we're not.
I mean,
worried about that.
I know that point, but I don't think so. I mean, the thing about Dave was I know that I know for a fact that wasn't a factor, and it's because Davion didn't have enough money to be able to like just be like, hey Dom, give me can I have this, can I have this, can I have this, can I get this, can I get that? Like he didn't have money for that. So I knew that wasn't like a big factor in it. Like Davion was never like I think Davion just enjoyed their lifestyle, the way that they go out to the West Side Market all the time. They go out to Town Hall down in Cleveland all the time to eat. They just go out. They're constantly out doing stuff, having fun. I think Davion just loves that lifestyle. Like Davion just loves being out. He hates being at home. I mean, it'd be 11 o'clock at my house. He'd be like, hey, let's go drive around. Like, I don't want to sit here. I'm like, okay, let's go drive around. It's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. We're driving around just doing random shit. Like, that's just his lifestyle. I think he loved just being able to be out all the time, like going to the zoo that day, then going somewhere else after that and somewhere else, and then finally to my house, like, or not to my house, to the Burlinghouse's house. Like, I think he just loved that lifestyle of being out.
Did he and do you think he and Dominic had a lot in common? I mean, you and him had football in common. You knew each other.
I think
What
they
did
had-
he and besides music?
I think,
Like, they struck me as two different.
yeah, oh yeah, they're completely two different people. I think Davion he would just play cool with it, I guess. I mean, like, I think the main thing that they connected on was the music. I think that was enough for them to, like, be friends. And I remember Dom telling me, like, he loves Davion, like, because I had them over at my house the one time, and I was like, we'd always talk about Dave, and we're like, hey, like, we love Dave. Like, they love Dave. Everyone just loves Dave. Like, everyone just loves Dave, so, like no matter.
Was that the night that we had someone check the house? Because we were out of town, and we had someone go by the house, and there were cars in the driveway. Landon, is there people at my house? Yeah. Get them out.
It was the night of the carnival home days.
Okay.
Strongsville, where we went to the carnival and they all came back to my house after the carnival. We're all just kicking it. But I know.
So that night, did they all leave, or did you let them stay?
Yeah, because we had the person drive by
They
again.
didn't leave. We just moved their cars.
Oh my gosh.
Trust me. And that night, as me and Rosie were walking
Things I
back,
find out,
there
huh?
were two drunk people from Johnny J's screaming in the middle of the street fighting. Like two old people were
Out
screaming
from her
fighting.
house?
Yeah. Like the lady was like, fuck you, you're a drunk piece of shit, you left me all night, like screaming at him. And out being Roger was like, let's go, like let's get out of here. They're gonna get the cops called. It was crazy, but yeah. But no, I think they just related so much on the music level, and I think Dom wanted to help Davion out that way in the music. Like because I know they wanted to create a whole album. Like I remember when we went there, we went there over at Dom's house, he created the song that he has on the song of Millie. I don't know if you guys know the song of Millie by Lil Wayne. It's a beat. They used that beat over Dom to rap on, and I was there that night, and we were coming up with rap names for Dave. We were talking about Dom creating him a whole album and stuff like that. So like
he was that good?
Yeah, like he was. Okay. Dom would always produce music like that.
Wow.
And so I think that's like what they connected on the most with the music, and I think Davion just tried to show him respect and clean up the house and just show respect in that form of way.
Side question, but do you think Mackenzie was close to Dom because of that same, the lifestyle, the potential for the future? You know what I mean? That everything you described about Davion, you know, there was potential in that relationship.
I know Kenzie and Dom were like, they've had a lot of ups and downs throughout the past, but like they were like left and rights with each other. Like they when they were together, they were meant to be. Like they were together. Like Dom provided everything for Kenzie. Kenzie didn't work a job. Kenzie would live with Dom. Like Dom would provide her everything. Dom would buy her groceries. Dom would buy her clothes. Anything that Kenzie needed, Dom gets it for her. So like they had that like relationship where it's like they were like ready just to move on and marry and like, just move out of Ohio and just go on and live their life. Like they were at that stage in their relationship. I think they were together for like 5 years, something like that. 4 years, or maybe 6. Yeah. They were together for a long time.
About as much as you and Rosie. Huh?
Yeah.
How long have you and Rosie been together?
About 5 years now, since 8th grade.
She's going to OU, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen.
How you guys gonna deal with long-term?
Oh, we've been doing good. I mean, we've had the past 2 weeks. We've been kind of on a break because of some stuff that's happened in the past. But just recently, she was over here the whole week. This week, she was over down here in Marietta with me, staying in my dorm with me.
Was it like 50 minutes from here?
Yeah, about 45. Yeah,
that's 45. Not bad.
Not bad. Nothing bad at all. And it's like at the same time, you also have so much stuff you can look at too. It's not like the drive down here from Strongsville where it's just mountains, and, you know, there's like not that much to look at.
It's
like
boring.
There, it's like you're kind of going against the Ohio River pretty much the entire way almost. So it's like you have lots of factories, lots of cool things to see. So the drive goes by really quick.
Well, listen, I really can't tell you how much I appreciate you giving us your time. You've clarified and shed some light on things that we were unaware of, especially, you know, the dynamic that night. I said a lot of people are just giving us information based on rumors, and I would hate to, you know, people ask what's going to happen next. So what's going to happen after this is we are going to submit everything we have, the crash report, the body cameras, everything we've done so far. It goes to the prosecutor's office because at the time when the accident happened, Mackenzie was a juvenile. So we, the police, we don't get to charge her with a crime. If there is a crime, we're not the ones who get to say this was an accident or this was an intentional act. We have, believe it or not, we have almost nothing to do with this. This goes straight to the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor's office will get to review everything, including those conversations, everything we've done, every person we talked to, every picture we took, everything, including the rumors, the people who sent us messages anonymously and sent us screenshots of social media. All of it has to go in. Generally, what they expect of police, Mike, is when you send me a picture of, hey, look at what Landon said, and you email it to me, and believe me, I got bombarded.
And I told him before we even came over days ago that you guys have all that. The phones, right? Messages. I'm like, don't lie. I'm like, if they ask you something, if it was sent text or whatever, voice, they have all that.
You're not a suspect in anything. And neither is Rosie, neither is even Mackenzie. She's not. We're at this point just trying to say, listen, when I have 15 people coming to me and saying, hey man, she said she's gonna kill herself. But then the people who are close to her, people who are at the party with her, are not coming forward to say, no, they were fine that night. what am I going to believe?
Another thing that
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I
Another
submit
thing.
my report, the prosecutor's going to see 15 people saying she's trying to kill herself. Not one person
Yeah, we
saying
didn't-
they were fine that night.
Yeah, we didn't know the
one
other
thing-
two. We didn't
the
know
one thing I
Mackenzie
just
and Donna.
realized,
We knew
though-
Davion.
The one thing I just realized too is a lot of people, especially in Strongsville, do not like Kenzie. A lot of people
Why?
do not like. They just do not get along. Like Kenzie.
Every time I dealt with her, she
Ken-
was pleasant.
Kenzie is like her go to person is Dom. Like Rosie was like her first escape friend, I guess. Like everyone else from Strongsville, they do. That's why she doesn't go to the high school. It's because nobody likes her. Like they hate each other. Like she's had beef with everybody, girls, guys, everything. Like they just do not like. They do not associate. People from Strongsville and Kenzie do not associate. So that's another reason why I think so many people are bombarding you with all this stuff that's false, is because they just don't like her. They want to see her. They want to see her down. They want to see her do all that. And I know that for a fact because a lot of people do not like her. Like Rosie was like one of her first only like truly friends that she has had in like years.
Right. But it's unfortunate because, you know, and that's not to put pressure on Rosie. Obviously, she's not here, but. Well, when your best friend is not coming to bat for you to say, hey, no, they were at the party, we were having a good time, we were watching TV, and she got mad because, you know, Landon ate her popcorn, and, you know, she was cuddling up with, well, when I don't hear this, and all I'm getting is the other kids saying, 1, 2, 3, you know, trying to kill herself, trying to do this, again, I have to submit my report. What's in it is what the prosecutor
Not to
decides
mention,
on.
think of it this way: there's people in the community who are calling our chief, our boss, all the time. What's going on with this? What's going on with this? It's not every day.
Right.
30
Yeah,
kids
because
drive into a building.
you don't
die.
hear much about
Right.
anything.
They're requesting.
We were just,
I
my
know
wife and I were just talking about that.
I know
like,
Rosie.
we haven't heard anything about that. What's going on with that? You know?
Well, and that's kind of the problem is we can't do a thorough job unless people talk to us.
I'm gonna talk to Rosie too and see if she
You know
wants
what
to
I
talk
mean?
to
So-
me.
Unfortunately,
our
she has
biggest
to get a
thing was-
grand jury, but if she talks to us like
made
this,
that route all the time.
we tell the
She
prosecutor
has
that
really
route.
bad anxiety, and
How
that's
could
the
you
reason
not
why
think
like
that?
she first off didn't want
Right.
to talk at all.
Right.
And so
And then I can
now
see
that
where
she
you
has
guys are
grand
stuck.
jury, I'm gonna be like,
like
hey,
when
now
that
she's gonna
has
be
to
a lot more
into a building.
anxious.
You sat
Yeah.
through it.
On a route
and
that you always
just,
take.
Yeah, like
you know,
every
sitting in front of a jury really
everyone's-
causes a lot more
unless she was
anxiety
passed
than
out.
this.
Oh,
So like,
no,
she
you
needs
missed
to
that.
know that and
That's
make
why
sure.
we-
I don't want to put her through.
And
going
that's
through
exactly
shit or
why we
stuff.
get all these rumors. And
and
we're
if
like,
she has something to say to
but then the
defend
people who were there
Rosie,
are like
she's
not
there
talking
to
to us. We're
defend
like,
Mackenzie.
are they hiding something?
She's
Are we
helping
missing
her friend,
something?
you know,
Was
but-
she tired?
Or are they afraid?
Or are they afraid?
Yeah.
Right. There's all these emotions. There's all these things that go into it.
Right.
But
Here
we-
cops are asking. The cops are.
Yeah, but we're
You know.
asking because
Right. I mean, we don't know. We weren't there.
showed-
They were there.
I was assigned this case the day after the crash. I was never called out to the scene to look at the actual scene. I didn't, you know, it was the next day. And so we have to, anytime there's death and the driver survives, there's going to be an inquiry. Anytime. If on our way back to Strongsville today, we get in a crash, I die, and he's driving and he lives, he's going to be questioned by the police.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be an inquiry. If we both die, it's over.
Right.
You know, but you know, we have to. The community deserves to know: was there a malfunction with the car? Well, she's driving a Toyota. Well, Toyotas are good cars, but if there's a malfunction
It's
with
a
the
newer
newer Toyota, maybe, you know, let us know what happened. Like when I get a text message from a kid showing 90 miles an hour in a 25, could be a bunch of things, right? Well, we don't want to see Mackenzie be prosecuted if she didn't do anything wrong. If there's something wrong with Toyota, then perhaps the families need to go after Toyota, the county prosecutor. There has to be an inquiry into, hey, if there's a mechanical problem with the car, we need to know.
Right.
The community deserves to know.
Was the accelerator stuck or something? You don't know. Yeah.
You gotta figure it all out. But listen, I appreciate it. Do you have any questions? Anything we can answer for you?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm just glad I could have came out and do it. I mean,
He wanted to move on. He wanted to get this behind
I wanted
him.
to clean it up too.
That's why he was putting you guys off. Like, I don't want to do it. I
It's
don't
not
want to
even
do
that
it.
either. It's because we changed carriers, and now I get spam calls on spam calls on spam calls on telemarketing, spam calls, It could be Cleveland. It's just a bunch of random names.
Don't worry.
And so, like, I just never know if it's you guys.
Like
or
I said,
if it's whatever.
we're doing this for Mackenzie's sake. She deserves. If God forbid it's you. If you were in that car that night, if you took a ride and you were one of the casualties in that, your parents are gonna want.
Oh yeah.
He and I to talk.
And
to
he could have
every
been.
single
I
person.
mean,
And
he's
you
been
could
in the
have
car with them before.
Any of those kids,
Right.
have
And your family is going to say, "What are you guys doing to find out what happened?"
We think if Davion would have just came home with Landon that morning,
and
he would still be alive.
And you obviously know Dom. You know his mom's an attorney.
Right.
So now, if we don't do a thorough job, we have an attorney
Yeah.
who knows what she's talking about.
Right.
Saying, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Right. Or not.
Right.
And
Right.
so that's why we're trying to, and I hate to have to compel or have to tell the prosecutor, "Hey, we got to talk to Rosie. Either she voluntarily talks, or there's going to be a grand jury." The people who are not there their voices are louder than the people who are there. And I know when you tell Rosie it's going to get to Mackenzie somehow, but the people who are at the party are quiet. The people who are not at the party are being the loudest and spreading the most rumors that unfortunately by mid-November I have to submit this to the prosecutor. I can't just sit on this case forever.
Right.
California, there was a fatal crash. The nurse who killed 6 people. The next day she was charged. The very next day. I've been sitting on this case from August 1 when I got assigned it. I'm trying to give all these kids an opportunity to say, "Hey, I it's a difficult time, but listen, I don't want you to listen to the rumors. Here, I was there. Here's what I know." And if it's an accident, it's an accident. Mackenzie, regardless of what happens, whether she gets charged or not, she has to live with this for the rest of her life. That is very difficult.
I don't wish it on anybody.
I do appreciate your time. I turn off the camera, and I'm also.
Okay, so they just said again that Dom's mother is an attorney. So she is. They said it in an interview last night, and then I said, "No, we must have heard that wrong." But yeah, she's an attorney, I guess. To look more into that. Anyway, I think that's all we can do for tonight because it's already after 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'd like to listen to more and find out more. There's so much more to go through, but tomorrow's another day. So, love you guys. God bless. Prayers, and have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow. Be good. Prayers for all that need them. I'll see you tomorrow.